See if they're okay. Rye whiskey, please last all day. I don't want to run out of my rye today. I won't have no more, or that's what they say.
What's going on, everybody? It's 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. This is the episode we all talked about. We had to drop back and punt, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
My man had strep most of the week. I'm Roy Gravis. This is Bucky Pender. We're your host. You're better.
I'm
Ish.
getting better.
Okay, good.
I've been better.
Did you get you an elixir there of rye whiskey?
No, and dang it, I meant to bring it. I bought Jim Tom's signature rye whiskey from Sugarlands that they released.
Oh, yeah.
And I left it sitting on the dang counter.
It's all
I was going to
good.
bring it. R.I.P. Jim Tom.
Yes. R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett.
R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett.
Don't
We
forget
lost some good ones this week.
Yeah, we did. Jimmy Buffett.
The lead singer of Hey Now, You're an All-Star.
Oh, yeah, Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Stephen Harwell, I think that's what his name is. Yeah, I
he
saw
passed
that one
away.
too.
We
Yeah.
lost some good ones this week,
We lost
man.
some good. This was a tough week.
That was a tough week.
Tough week for them. Fantastic week for me.
Oh, gosh.
It
I knew I was going to hear about it.
It culminated just a couple minutes ago. My Saints won their opener by 1 over the Titans. I'll take it.
Yeah.
My Longhorns walked into Tuscaloosa and kicked ass.
It was okay, and it was a good game.
Oh,
It was a really good game right
Yes.
up until Texas was like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah,
We're
tired of fucking around.
no longer.
Yeah, we're tired of playing when you were keeping it close.
And I hate to admit it, but Nick Saban needs to take a step back and really look at his roster because I don't think Jalen Milroe is the answer.
I don't think he is neither. That kid wanted to run more than he wanted to throw.
His passes did not look good. And
Yeah.
Unless his deep ball's good.
His deep ball
I'll
is
give him
good.
that. He had a couple good-looking deep balls.
But he looked like, to me, like especially in that first, probably from like the second quarter till about the tail end of the third quarter, he looked like he was confused as shit reading the defenses.
Yeah,
he looked like he was totally confused.
And I saw it, what's fucked up, and I'll go ahead and say it. It's kind of fucked up because I didn't really like the way people were talking about Lamar Jackson when he first came into the league as a running back.
Right.
Well, there was a bunch of memes.
Hey,
happy Sunday, everybody! What's going on? Bob
Barker. Yeah, we lost Bob
What's
Barker
up, James?
too. We lost Bob Barker. Yes.
Thank you, Clint. I'm happy to be back. I'm slowly but surely getting back at it.
I'm glad to have him back. I was confused the other night because we were talking before, and we were waiting until the last minute. And I'm like, look, I don't have a producer, and I don't have you. I'm good, but I can't run a board and have a conversation with myself.
That'd have been funny.
Oh, it would have been hard. Like, it would have been ridiculously hard to do.
But there was a meme with Jalen Milroe on it because, he's a
bigger quarterback, yes. He's a bigger quarterback.
And it was like when college running backs see NFL running back salaries, and it was Jalen Milroe playing quarterback. And I was like, that's fucked up.
I mean, unfortunately, though, until he gets his intermediate game down,
he's got to learn to read
get those. He's going to get those comparisons for sure.
But kudos to the Longhorns. That was a quality win. That was a really good win.
It was so much of a quality win, it moved him into the top 4.
It puts a huge damper on my Alabama national championship bet that we made at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I think you lost that one already.
James, I'm glad you're doing better. Also, I know you said you were sick as well.
Oh, that's right.
Finally having a cigar and a bourbon myself.
Hey.
Good. But also, if you didn't see, James was selected in the Old Forester birthday bourbon raffle.
I did see that.
So he's planning a trip up to Kentucky to pick up his bottle. Congratulations to him.
Yay.
I got my rejection letter from both Old Forester and Four Roses, so screw me.
Screw
I
me.
suck.
You don't suck, buddy. It's okay.
We suck
you got to look at how many people turn in for those things.
Oh, my gosh.
Though.
I'm sure it's an outrageous number.
Yeah, I'm sure it's ridiculous. I don't know if they cap them or not, but
I doubt it. I'm just whoever can sign up signs up.
Yep.
But I think that'll be a really cool trip. I think he said he was planning on making it in October.
That's cool.
Check out his TikTok. He put some information on there. It is at Cigar and Bourbon Life.
I think is what it is. Off the top of my head.
Tag yourself in the comments,
Yeah,
James.
tag yourself in it.
Headed to Mexico to pick tequila tomorrow.
Hey, be careful down there.
Eric, Don't get arrested.
I don't want to get no ransom letter saying, hey.
I don't think they're going to allow you on Facebook, and we don't have each other's number, so you can't call me. I don't know if they're going to let you on Facebook, but reach out if you got a problem.
Just before you go, Eric, plug the show's number into your phone because it's on the Facebook page. Just plug the number in.
I'm curious of why you say that. I haven't seen any kind of I hadn't really looked. Whenever I got the rejection letter, I kind of just said, fuck it. But I'm curious of why you say it's the crappiest birthday bourbon to be made, and it's not going to fit. Lots of bad reviews so far on this batch. Interesting. Hey, Sonny.
It's Sonny.
Long time.
I know, right? It's been a hot minute.
Eric, a hot minute. You may have already, but which tequila did you get to pick for? I don't remember.
He told me, but I can't remember the damn brand that he told me.
If it was revealed or not, or if you can reveal it. That's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, he's going tomorrow. I feel like he could reveal it if he wanted to.
Scotty, we're just one big rejection.
Scotty doesn't know.
I started calling him Scoot.
Scoot.
Because every time anybody says anything about Scott, that's the first thing. Scotty doesn't know. So I'm going with Scoot. There is no Scooty doesn't know.
No, but I'm sure we could turn it into something.
I am picking El Tesoro.
Okay.
Interesting.
Nice. El Tesoro.
James says about this birthday bourbon batch, lots of tannins and not much depth. Rated a meh. I like that one. A meh. Going to be a fun trip though, for sure. I mean, that's definitely, I think, on everybody.
No, Kentucky's on.
If you like whiskey or bourbon at all, I mean, Kentucky's obviously got to be on the list.
It is.
I definitely want to make a trip whenever. I mean, you know how I feel about them, but whenever Bourbon Pursuit or Pursuit United opens their brick and mortar, because they're opening their thingy up. So I would definitely want to go after they do that.
Nice.
But how's your Sunday going so far?
It's very calm.
Very calm.
My weekend was a little. It was a lot. I swear, all I did was party.
You had a birthday party yesterday.
I had a birthday party yesterday. Friday night, I got this bright idea. When I found out we wasn't doing the show Friday because of you being sick, obviously, I texted the wife. I said, "Hey, how do you feel about taking the kids to the main event?" So we did that. That was pretty cool. We took my mother-in-law with us. That was always good. She acts like a big kid sometimes, so it was kind of fun. Yesterday, went to Baytown for a birthday party.
Yeah.
Hung around, watched a little bit of the Texas game, left. Of course, you might have to make that obvious stop by Bucky's, being as that's where we turn at to go to my cousin's house, because he lives off of if you take John Martin to Cedar Lynchburg and then turn off another road, he lives back in there. So you have to turn right by Bucky's to go to his house.
So you have to stop.
Yeah, $145 fucking dollars later.
Or as Scoot likes to say, Boosie's.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
It's Bucky's.
Boosie's.
He can't pronounce it. Can't pronounce it worth a shit.
Every time a video pops up on his TikTok, I swear he sends it to me. Getting nuggets at Boosie's. Getting jerked at Boosie's.
Who's getting nuggets? Oh, Beaver Nuggets.
Beaver Nuggets. Like, getting jerked.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Those dudes have somehow managed to copy the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Oh, really?
I had one last night.
The last time we were there, I saw a chicken sandwich, and I was like, that's interesting.
I looked at it, and I was like, this tastes like Chick-fil-A. And then I kind of peeled it back to see what was in it.
Yeah.
And it had this sauce on it that looks like Chick-fil-A sauce.
Gosh.
So I'm like, interesting.
Boosie sauce.
Boosie sauce. There you go.
Getting sauced at Boosie.
I just need them to bottle it like Chick-fil-A does now so I can keep it at home.
God dang it.
But no, it was a fun weekend. Like I said, we got back probably 10 o'clock last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, because like I said, we hung out a little bit longer. The party ended at like 5:30, I think.
Oh, okay.
So we hung out a little bit longer, watched Texas, Alabama, the first half of it at least, and then kind of headed out from there. So wasn't a bad weekend. Kind of quiet for the most part. Next weekend, I'm going to be busy as shit.
It's the skeet shoot.
I got a skeet shoot, and I got a trip to Louisiana.
Why don't you shout that out real quick, since we do have some local...
that's right. We do have Longhorn people on here. So Longhorn is doing their Cure Rare Disease skeet shoot, which is, from what I was told from Mike Wright, is the kickoff to the whole Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest thing, which if you didn't see all the stuff we shared out, tickets go on sale Monday, the 18th.
Yes,
so you got a week from Monday.
Oh,
I got to find out what our role is. That's why I'm going to him Mike up at the skeet shoot and be like, hey, Do I need to go ahead and buy tickets?
What are we doing? I need to know.
Am I getting like a press pass? What am I doing? I need to know what's going on.
It's that time of the year.
It's that time.
I plan on jumping on tickets pretty quick, but I would like to have some answers as far as how we're going to be
hopefully
involved this
give
year.
you some answers because, like I said, I'll have them.
Last year was a ton of fun.
Last year was huge.
I mean, the pregame show was
yes. I do know per conversations
awesome
I've had
time
with Mike, the pregame show, we're going to push it back a couple of hours.
I'm okay with that.
This year, just because of the fact that I felt last year we got to talk to some cool booths, but there were some booths that we really wanted to talk to that weren't there by the time we
set
left.
Up. I know it would have been really cool to be able to get Charlie from Balcones
Charlie
on,
from
but he
Balcones
hadn't
would have
made
been a
it
good
yet.
one.
Even if we could have maybe somehow ripped Donis Todd away from Garrison Brothers, but I know he wasn't there yet.
Well, I don't know if you know this. You know who was in Texas Thursday and Friday of this week, don't you?
Who's that?
Al Laws was in Dallas on Thursday and Fort Worth on Friday. I actually sent that to JB just in case he was interested in going.
Who else was? I think Kenny from Pursuit United was in Houston.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So, yeah, I mean, there's been a bunch going on. We're definitely getting into bourbon release season.
Yep, it's getting close.
Lots and lots of stuff are coming out. I saw where Laws is releasing their new honey cask.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be amazing. It's just too bad we can't get up to Colorado to get it.
I know.
Whenever it comes out. I think it's the 16th is when that one comes out.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of Donis Todd and Garrison Brothers, Cowboy Bourbon is being released the day before my birthday, September 23rd.
If you're interested,
yeah,
I know a place where you can get Guadalupe and Balmorea in the same store.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Would it happen to be on Calder?
No, this one's on College.
Oh. On College?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'll tell you after the show. We'll
but
talk about it.
There's a place that I don't know where you're talking about, but there's definitely a place I would prefer to buy them from, just because it's a locally owned, smaller mom and pop shop. But
I got you.
Those are definitely. I mean, they're always on my list.
Oh yeah, no, they are. Price tag's going to be a little up there, which we know.
It's
know
always,
that. It's
but,
always going to be up there.
The Cowboy Bourbon, it comes in at 140.9, so it is a hazmat release this year.
Okay.
The first hazmat Cowboy Bourbon.
Nice.
9/23/23 is the release date, and I think they said the MSRP on it's going to be $250, which is not bad for what you're getting. That Cowboy
really.
Bourbon is.
Yeah, Cowboy's good by itself, let alone you run the hazmat on it. What?
It's going to be a blast.
No.
James said he might use it to trade up to a GTS or a Handy.
I got you.
George T. Stagg or Thomas H. Handy, part of the BTAC
Stagg,
series.
you say? Interesting.
Which wouldn't be a bad. That'd probably be a pretty good little trade. I think somebody would get on that just for any kind of significant reason. Like if they had a kid in 2023 for a birthday bourbon released in 2023.
I think it would be a good one too.
And there's a lot of people that just want the birthday bourbon.
No, they do for sure. For sure they do.
But yeah, and Clint a little bit earlier did say that he actually tried it at the distillery whenever they went to Kentucky a few months back.
Oh, okay.
He said the nose was amazing, but like everybody else is saying, the rest was disappointing to him. So we'll see. I mean, we always say it, taste is subjective. You never know. Some people are going to love it. Some people aren't.
That's very true.
Some people just want to have it on the shelf. Some people want to flip it secondary.
Yes.
That's on you.
Yeah.
But, congratulations to everybody that got selected for the Four Roses and the Old Forester raffle. I think that's really cool. And I like how they're doing it. I think it'll be fun. And it draws a lot of tourism to Kentucky.
Oh, I'm sure it does, yeah.
Kentucky Bourbon Fest. Scoot is going to that. He's all excited. He posts about it every 30 seconds, I think. He'll be at Kentucky Bourbon Fest. Ryan, that one dude Ryan, will be out there. He's actually going to be on a panel. So that'll be kind of cool if you're out there. Stop by I think it's the Bourbon 30 panel.
Oh, okay.
And watch that. They're going to be talking all things like whiskey creators and all that good stuff. It'll be pretty cool. And if you're going to be out at Kentucky Bourbon Fest, obviously that's going to be a blast. Post a bunch of pictures. Definitely want to see them.
No, for sure. That's a good one. I wonder if we can get that one dude Ryan to come here in January.
I don't know about that one.
Maybe.
I don't know I don't know if they want to come to Texas.
We'll have talks about it. I mean, it's
no. It seems like Texas gets a lot of hate.
We do. Trust me.
We get a lot of hate.
Yeah,
but
you have no idea.
We are who we are.
Try being a Texas fan in Texas. You catch a ton of hate.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of being a fan, well, that's kind of weird. A Texas fan in Texas shouldn't get a lot of hate.
No, everybody hates Texas.
So, I'm an Oklahoma fan. Boomer Sooner, we won yesterday. It wasn't the greatest game, but so we went to Beaumont yesterday. I need to buy a new TV. Our living room TV broke. So
at the hands of one of the kids, nobody knows which one.
We went to Best Buy because they had one. We're actually going to go with a small TV to put in the dining room.
I got you.
And then move TVs around.
Okay.
But we have a TV in our dining room, by the way. It is what it is.
My kids try to talk me into that every time we go to your house. They're like, "Can we do what they do?"
Right?
I'm like, "No,
no, I don't recommend it. I really don't." But it happened.
I'm trying to figure out how to put a TV in my bathroom.
But that would be nice.
I've got the
I
setup
may never
for
leave.
it.
But
like where my water closet is, there's literally like the people that had the house before we got it. There's an actual cable jack in my bathroom where somebody was contemplating. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, next time you go in my master and you sit on the toilet, just look. It's right in front of you. So it's got the little screw thing and everything.
But I was wearing my Oklahoma shirt, and we had gone to Cracker Barrel for lunch because that's what Brayley wanted.
Gotcha.
And then we went to Best Buy, and then we went to H-E-B to see if we could find something for supper. At all three places, somebody said either Boomer Sooner or wanted to talk about Oklahoma or talk shit on SMU or tell me who their favorite team was. It was a very interesting day.
I've
never gotten that much attention.
You and said it's 12:02 and Oklahoma still sucks.
That's what I was expecting.
Well, you saw that from our buddy Dale on Facebook.
Yeah,
you gotta love Dale.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
You gotta love Dale. Dale's awesome.
Yes, definitely, James. I want to try that cowboy bourbon too. I got to find an in on that one.
I know some guys.
Get it to someone that's going to enjoy it for sure. Different strokes, different folks.
Yep, that's always
all
a good
day,
thing.
every day. But you want to dive? We're kind of just chit chatting. You want to dive into the smoke of the week?
Yeah, we can. I got two of them. I'll go ahead and pass you yours.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Smoke of the week for this week is Long Live the King by AJ Fernandez. Yes, I said AJ Fernandez. There's a reason why I said AJ Fernandez, and I'm going to clue everybody in on why that reason is.
I was curious whenever you said that.
Let me go through the stats on it first. It's a 5x60. It's a 5 on the Cigar International scale, which means it's full body like myself. Yeah. It is this particular one is a all Nicaraguan.
Okay.
So it's Nicaraguan filler, binder, wrapper, whole 9 yards. The reason it got to be the way it is, it says one might, and this is Cigar International's kind of description on it, so I'm going to read their thing real quick.
Yeah.
You might consider Robert Caldwell and AJ Fernandez to be in competition, but they would disagree. They know how important collaboration is. Long story short, AJ Fernandez gave some of Caldwell's blends a sampling and decided he would use some of them, but he wanted to change it up a little bit to make a Long Live the King his way.
Interesting.
So that's how this came to be. It's Caldwell.
So it's not a collaboration, but it's kind of a...
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't, because some of what's in Caldwell's Long Live the King is Nicaraguan.
Okay.
But it's only like the filler and the binder. The wrapper's something totally different.
Interesting.
So AJ Fernandez took it and made it a complete Nicaraguan.
Okay.
Is what he did. So, yeah, it's
that's
dark.
Pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it's dark. You're gonna get layers of toast, cedar, all that good shit that we talk about. So,
well, let's light her up and see what happens.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna light it up. Man, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Toast this sucker up just a little bit.
James, you said you were enjoying a cigar finally. What you smoking?
Yeah, he's been sick from what I understand.
Yep. Caldwell Cigar Company and AJ do not miss.
No, they do not. And if you're wondering where you can buy this one, unfortunately, I don't think you can buy this one anymore.
Oh, really? Well, that's weird.
We drop the feed? What do we do?
We good?
Oh.
Puro.
Puro, yes.
That was weird. It went all the way back up to the top
That's
for
wild.
some reason. We should still be good, though.
I'll toast this one just a little bit more on the end.
It's definitely full body.
Yep.
Not mad about it at
No,
all.
I'm not mad about it neither.
It's really good, actually.
I'm not mad about it at all. 100% not mad about it.
Yeah, we're good. We still live. Punch Grand Puro, all Nicaraguan as well. It's a Nicaraguan Sunday.
Good job. That Puro is a good. I've had the Punch Puro before. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's what Schwarzenegger was smoking. Have you ever seen his new series, Fubar? He's had a few punches in it.
Interesting. It's more dark, like cocoa, not so much chocolate, but like that
bittersweet cocoa. Yeah. It's got that. I get the pepper off of it.
It's kind of a.
I get the traditional stuff, kind of like the leather and the tobacco and all that jazz. It's a good one. For one, according to Cigar International, you cannot purchase anymore.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. There's that pepper. Curious of how it develops.
You'll pick it up on the towards the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say once we get kind of toward the next third.
Yep.
Pretty good. Pretty dang good.
I like it a lot.
Pair it with a higher proof bourbon. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
He's right on that one.
I don't know
go
what
ahead
we
and tell
have
him.
sitting on the table as far as proof goes, but
Either. We'll figure it out.
And I apologize. Like I said pre-show, I would have brought Still Austin.
I'm probably saying the Peerless is probably going to be the higher proof out of the two of these.
Because sitting on the table, we have a Hotchatown Distilling Co. single barrel. Hotchatown. This is distilled, aged, and bottled by Hotchatown Distilling Company out of Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Where's in the box, Jeff?
I watched a little bit of Jeff Dunham this weekend, too, and he did his... he has this skit where he's got Jeff and Little Jeff.
Yeah.
And he's trying to sell this ventriloquism kit as part of his skit. And the dummy always asks,
What's in the box, Jeff?
So that's why I asked what's in the box. Because we pulled these out of the box.
We did. We pulled them out of our mystery box.
Mystery box.
But, so the Oklahoma, obviously, in honor of Oklahoma winning.
What proof at, just out of curiosity?
Like I said, I wish I would have brought the Still Austin. This one comes in at 120 proof.
Okay, that one's actually higher then.
Okay. This is aged at least 39 months in new charred American oak barrel.
Interesting.
Well, the reason we kind of half-ass chose these was because we call Sunday shows Church of the Charred Oak.
Yes.
And double oak just seemed kind of fitting.
Yeah.
And then the Oklahoma, and this being a single barrel, that being a double barrel.
I'll let him have his little Oklahoma moment.
Again, if I would have thought about it or if we would have talked about it, I would have brought Still Austin so that you could celebrate.
We don't need your pity.
Look.
I have two words for you.
I'm just waiting
Red River.
I'm just
waiting.
waiting.
I have to say.
I'm really surprised I didn't see more Texas is back posts. Because I'm just waiting for it.
Funny you mention that. I watched a thing with
go.
Paul Feinbaum. Feinbaum said those exact words out of his mouth. And you know how critical he is. But he said it. And I'm like, I don't agree with you quite yet.
So here's something that pains me to say that I do agree with. Based off of yesterday's games, there was people saying, and I don't know if they're basing it off the overall team or what they think or whatever, but there's been people that have said Texas is more ready to move into the SEC than Oklahoma is.
I think so, because to me,
I want to say that I kind of agree with that.
Venables has y'all kind of going a little backwards.
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure what to think about it. The defense looks good, but it's always so like I don't want to believe that it's good. And I know Venables is a defensive coach, but I just feel like something's gonna fall apart.
To me, if there's any year I want to see Texas win the Big 12 more than most, it's this year. And I think, oddly enough, based off what I'm seeing early, we have probably the best chance to win it this year if we're going to win the Big 12.
Probably.
Because, I mean, Tech got beaten double overtime yesterday by Wyoming.
Hey, Ryan is in the house.
Ryan is in the house. His Tigers mashed.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. So
nice.
Clint, who provided this for us,
yes,
actually said that he bought that from the master distiller at the distillery. Pretty dang cool.
Yep.
Too early.
Very cool. What? Too early. Too early
to claim Texas is back.
I agree. As a Texas guy, I agree with that. I'm gonna need to see more.
I'm worried.
I'm gonna need to see what they do in Red River.
I tell you what, a lot of the Big 12 looks like doo doo.
Oh yeah, like except for Kansas. I think Kansas looks average right now to me. I mean, I think they won against Illinois on Friday night.
Yeah.
Because I know that's who they were playing. Because my kid made the comment, "Ooh, look at those black shirts with the big chicken hawk on it." No, they had the old.
Iowa.
No, they had the old like Kansas.
Kansas
black,
is
Kansas blackout jerseys
scores.
had the old school like 1940s Jayhawk logo with the big headed Jayhawk.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he said chicken hawk. I said no, it's a Jayhawk.
Kansas won. Let's see. Can I just go to the Big 12?
I think I can on my ESPN because I have it breakdown.
Kansas beat Illinois. Oklahoma beat SMU. Utah beat Baylor, which doesn't surprise me. Baylor looks like doo-doo.
Yeah, but I think that Baylor does look like doo.
Kansas State beat Troy. BYU beat Southern Utah.
I'm not impressed. Iowa State lost.
West Virginia killed Duquesne.
Cincinnati won.
Cincinnati beat Pitt.
About right.
That game.
Tech lost. Central Florida won.
Tech put up a hell of a game against Oregon, and I really thought
Tech did. I got to give Tech a little credit. The Houston-Rice game apparently was the game to go to.
How about
Double overtime.
How about Rice?
I know. JT Daniels.
Yeah. 5 schools, 4 years.
From the Van Wilder of college football himself, JT Daniels.
Yeah. Oklahoma State won.
Okie State won. TCU bounced back. I figured they would against Nichols after taking it from Dion.
I don't know. And I think we've said it kind of in our football kickoff show. This year just seems like a weird year.
It does, and it makes it even weirder because you saw I don't know if you saw this or not. So they put out the first, like if the playoff started now thing
already.
Well, no, I'm going. I'm going from a different thing on it. So they polled 14 writers for ESPN. Okay. 9 of the 14 had Texas as one of their teams in the Final Four.
Here we go.
I don't know if it's a little early to me. Is Roy being humble? A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Which I know, John, that's very surprising.
I do have to agree with James on the UH Oilers inspired jerseys.
That baby blue one that they wore.
That's legit.
That was week 1, I think.
Week 1, yeah.
That was
legit. I kind of like
their red. Their jerseys are just.
I kind of like, and this is gonna sound weird, just me saying it. I kind of like the SMU jerseys that say Dallas on them. They're pretty cool to me.
The way the helmet has old script.
Well, it's got the old script right front,
right
across the front too, and they're red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, I mean that's one thing you can admit about college football, no matter what you're a fan of.
Oh, they've got
the fucking jerseys that you see every weekend. Some of them are just blow you away.
I wish Texas would bring back, and the only reason I say bring back is because I had one at one time. It was a throwback. You spit on the door. Look at you. There was a throwback one that they did one time with Earl Campbell, but it was black.
Really? Yeah.
And burnt orange, and it was.
I always like their black.
Looking.
Their black jerseys are always nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they just look clean.
The black and burnt orange. Yeah, it's always a clean look.
Ooh, that's nice.
Let's see if I can get me a blend out of here. I just freshly washed these today.
Clint, if you're still watching and you remember anything about this one,
other than he bought it from the master distiller,
please feel free to chime in with.
Did they write a bunch on it? Looks like somebody wrote on it. Oh, there's no cork. I was fixing
John chiming in with, I actually really appreciate how UT and Oklahoma fans have been the past couple weeks. Yeah, I thought
John was at a birthday party.
That doesn't mean you can't watch.
Okay, just checking.
Apparently my phone just decided to restart.
Your phone decided to take a dump on itself.
I don't know what happened.
Can I have the corks?
Oh, you're more than welcome to, sir.
Wait, who am I?
It's I think we just want to see. I think this year we just want to see good football.
I think so too, because there's so much.
It's gonna be chaos.
Next year is gonna be weird because you've got like prime example. We talked about it. The Big 12 that we've grown to watch is not going to be the same next year because of the fact that you've got Texas and Oklahoma leaving.
I still think I'm going to watch Big 12
Colorado,
football.
Arizona State, and Utah all coming in.
Colorado's obviously going to be the big.
That's going to be the big draw. Yes,
right. Look at me.
Look at draw right now.
But for me, I like watching Houston. Like U of H is fun to watch.
They're a fun team to watch.
I think BYU is interesting. I thought that was a weird choice to bring in. I really wish they would have brought in SMU and not let them go to the ACC.
The AAC.
AAC?
Yeah, the American Athletic.
Wherever they went. I wish they would have brought in SMU.
I feel SMU may come back at some point.
But I'm still going to be a fan of Big 12 football. Like, I think that's never going to stop.
You're not just going to automatically do like everybody else and go straight to the SEC?
Suck the SEC's wiener. Not my style.
Man, I saw a hype video.
I'm just going to be mad all year. I'm going to be angry because Alabama fans are dumb.
They are.
Fucking LSU fans and their gooks.
Did you watch
any Tigers?
Did you watch any of the...
right after John says he appreciates how we've been, we start talking shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Did you watch any of the college game day yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Lee Corso's old as dirt.
Old as dirt.
But I love the way he faked everybody out.
But him and Joe Namath together were
pretty
hilarious.
cool. That was pretty cool. But I love the way he faked everybody out.
Play that song.
He starts playing Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner. Stops it and's like, wait, that's the wrong fight song. Play Texas's fight song. But there was a bunch of stupid, and I know college game day, you look for the posters, okay?
Right.
One that tripped me out was a Matthew McConaughey with no face that said, after tonight, Texas is not going to be all right. So,
that's funny.
But, yeah, kudos to my horns.
Hey, there's Jake.
My hatred for Alabama trumps my SEC bias. I didn't get any kind. The funny thing about it is, I got texts from Kevin all day yesterday. It was crickets from Jake. I didn't hear nothing.
Well, he's in Florida.
Oh, he's in Florida. That's why. Did you watch the Gators steamroll McNeese?
No, I didn't.
Oh, good Lord, our poor.
I got
neighbors.
a couple texts from Jake. He was mad about how all their Tennessee fans were kind of flipping shit because they played Austin.
Tennessee looked a little pedestrian yesterday.
They played Austin, PA, or however you.
Yeah,
that's what. Whenever he texted me about it, I said, "Really, against Austin?" And I put the little emoji for peas. But I was just trying to stir the pot a little bit.
Supposedly it's the lowest scoring game they've had in Josh Heupel's tenure.
30-13 was the score. The first half was interesting. They hung around. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's an early week game. You don't really go – I know these big schools don't go into these games with a whole lot of hype.
But you should. You should play every game like it's a big game.
Yeah, you say that.
You should.
But they don't, and you know it as well as I do.
I know, but they still should. That's why I'm kind of worried about this week's game for Texas because they got Wyoming.
Do they?
Yes.
Ooh, Wyoming could beat Texas.
In Austin.
No,
they're not.
Wyoming? Who did Wyoming play week 1 and won? Baylor?
I think so. They've been on a Big 12 kick here lately. I know they played Tech, but I think Tech went to Wyoming to play that one. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
Trying to look at week 1.
But yeah, I mean that to me kind of is a trap game, which from what I saw, I don't think that Texas went they're not going to have an emotional hangover more or less from the Alabama game. I don't think so. In my head, I don't think so.
Oh, it was Texas State that beat Baylor last week.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, I'm trying to find the.
I don't even. Oh, there's one. Yeah, Wyoming beat Texas Tech.
Yeah, I was trying to find
35-33 week 1.
Ooh. Who did Wyoming play yesterday?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I'll find it. Give me a fucking second. I'll find it. I'll go into text schedule.
But since we're kind of talking about it real quick, you kind of mentioned it a little bit.
I kind of did, yeah.
The top 25.
Yes.
So Georgia remains at number 1. No reason to change.
So Wyoming's week 1 game was Portland State.
I think that was their week 0. Week
Whatever
1 was Texas Tech.
Okay, so we're in week 2 now?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so they're week 2, yeah. And it was, Tech went to Wyoming.
Yeah.
But Wyoming has to turn around and make the trip back. to come to Austin.
So, just real quick, Georgia.
And it's a night game.
Ooh. Georgia State number 1.
I might try to slip away for that
one. Michigan came in at number 2, no change.
Yeah.
Florida State 3. Texas jumps all the way up to number 4.
Yes, from
Y'all
11.
Were 11 previously.
Yes.
USC at 5. Let's talk about USC real quick. That's a fucking Ferrari. They score, and then they scored again, and then they score, and then they take a punt all the way to the fucking end zone, and then all they do is score.
Yeah, but
that is a Ferrari.
Here's what I'm curious
that is
on,
just
though.
Fucking 6th gear
the
whole way.
You say that, but I want to see something
150 miles an hour. I don't care. That's a Ferrari.
I want to see something if I can find it. Let me do some little jabbing here real quick, see if I can find it. Where are you at, sons of bitches?
So this Hachatown's not bad.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm letting it breathe a little bit.
It's got a little
I'm curious.
ethanol. And that's not my Lincoln Riley, Caleb Williams. What?
You don't know who all they played so far?
Well, I mean, I get that. But I was watching.
You play a bunch of smart kids in Stanford. Let's be honest.
That was what surprised. I mean,
Nevada and San Jose State. Their true test to me, I'm looking forward to 2 weeks, especially if Colorado still stays on their roll. I'm looking for Colorado to do something. Hey, what?
Oh, my gosh.
Is he talking about? He's not talking about Texas.
Play a real team and I'll be impressed.
Yeah, his Tennessee Vols need to play a real team. They ain't done it yet.
And I get it. It was Stanford, but I only watched like the first, I don't know, maybe quarter.
But Stanford's always up and down. That's the thing with Stanford. I mean,
I couldn't believe how fast they would score, and they're just go.
Because USC's fixing to run through a schedule. They got so let's talk.
We'll find out.
You'll find out in a couple of weeks for sure.
I think we'll find out more about Colorado when they play Oregon and USC.
That's
than
the
we will
next 2
about,
weeks, actually.
Right, than we will about Oregon or USC.
Right. Yeah, because, I mean, USC's got Arizona State this weekend, and then they've got they have an off week.
Oh, well.
They don't play Arizona. Oh, okay, so the USC-Colorado game is on the 30th, and the Arizona State-USC game is on the 23rd, so USC is a bye this week.
Okay.
So they get to rest, which I don't know if that's going to set them back a little bit or not, because it seems like the last thing you want to do is park a Ferrari in a garage for a week.
No joke.
So, well, we'll see how it turns out. But, yeah, Prime's got an interesting run coming up. Because my mic just went out. Like
hello?
Out.
Nope.
Or it's in and out. There it is.
Okay. Wow, that was weird.
Let's see.
What is wrong?
I don't know. It's still going out. I don't know if it's the cord or what. I don't think it is, but hell, who knows? Where we at? So, yeah, the 20th to the 16th. Prime and then play Colorado State, the Battle of Colorado, obviously. Then they turn around and play Oregon and USC on the 23rd and the 30th. So you're right. By the end of September, we'll know what Colorado's all about by the end of September.
Because even if they can keep it close with teams like USC and Oregon, I think it shows a lot. And I think the Pac-12 is interesting.
They are.
Because if Oregon and USC can keep up what they're doing, we have a chance to have a Pac-12 team in the playoff for the first time in a while. Because I think Oregon may have been the last team to make it. And that was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago?
That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, Texas's next 3 weeks are Wyoming, Baylor, and Kansas before they go into Red River.
So that was number 5, USC. Ohio State is at 6. Penn State, 7. Washington, 8. Notre Dame, 9. Alabama drops to 10 from 3, I think they were. Tennessee at 11. Utah at 12. Oregon at 13. LSU at 14. Kansas State at 15. Oregon State at 16. Ole Miss at 17. I hate continuing to read this list.
Ole Miss took a jump. They came in the week at 20.
Colorado jumped up to 18.
And they were like 22.
22, 24, something like that. Oklahoma comes in at 19.
A little disappointing.
I think they dropped 1. Colorado jumped them. I don't know. I mean, they didn't do anything to fall back.
I think that one strictly goes off of opponents. I think they take that Nebraska's better than SMU.
You think?
That's the only logic that makes sense.
I was surprised the Oklahoma game wasn't higher scoring.
That kind of concerned me a little bit when I saw the score popped up. I was like, damn, you only won by what? 14? Like
something like
14?
30-11 or
something like
shit.
That.
But just to kind of round out real quick, the top 25, North Carolina comes in at 20. Duke coming in at 21.
That's an interesting one.
Miami like coming in at 22.
I figured that after they beat A&M, which came in at 23. I figured that one. And they didn't just beat A&M. They
Washington State jumps to 23.
That's an interesting one to me.
UCLA at 24 and Iowa at 25.
I could see that too.
So A&M drops out completely.
They should have. A&M's garbage. I don't care what everybody.
I don't know how
A&M's garbage. I don't know how they got in.
I don't know how Iowa got in. That's such a dumb team.
I don't either.
Like everything about them is just dumb.
Yeah.
So this year their coach has a clause in his contract that he has to average, I think, like 26 points per game.
Okay.
Offensively.
Okay.
How do you put that clause in a coach's contract?
It's a performance clause.
But I mean, that's dumb.
Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't. So think about it. Okay, let's do a little.
They want more offensive firepower.
Let's do a little devil's advocate here. That we know from watching multiple.
Kev, you're not stick suckers. You're a stick sucker.
Stick sucker.
Jake,
what stick is he talking about?
The stick. I don't know.
What stick?
Real quick, Jake said USC and Oregon games will decide if Travis Hunter stays on track to making it to the Heisman ceremony. I think that's a really good point. Will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I had James chimed in. I had to light up a Caldwell to match the mood.
Okay.
Very nice.
Interesting.
My big issue, Jake chimes back in with, my big issue is Tennessee wins a game, albeit ugly, but Bama loses by almost two touchdowns, and they stay ranked ahead of Bama. It's a program history bias, and it's BS.
I don't think it is. I think you got to look at the opponent in that one. I mean, Texas came in ranked 11.
Kevin said stick, cigars.
Oh, okay.
Silly goose.
Got you. But back to Jake's thing, I don't think it's that far out of the realm because, I mean, like I told my wife and my cousin while we were sitting there watching it, if Alabama wins, it's, they're supposed to. They're ranked number 3. They're supposed to win. If Texas wins, it's an upset. So, even though Texas comes in a top 15 team.
Texas came in as a almost top 10 team.
Yeah,
they were number 11. So you come in as an 11-ranked team versus the number 3 ranked team.
But you come in as a 7-point dog, too.
7-point dog. And this early in the season, if you think about it, the top 10 can probably easily flip-flop around a shit ton. Because you could put, at this point, you could probably put Michigan above Georgia, and nobody would really argue.
Well, a lot of people have that kind of – it's funny you mentioned that particular argument because a lot of the analytics side from ESPN that I saw had literally Georgia – like some of them had Georgia 1, Michigan 2, and some had the complete opposite. There was like 4 analytics experts on ESPN didn't even have Texas in the top 4.
Really?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing is this early in the season, you have to look at opponents played.
One of them had like Ohio State.
Really?
Yeah.
How the game ended, how the game went overall. Granted, the end of that game, like the second half of the Alabama-Texas game, Alabama did not look good. Texas just kind of took over. But I think Texas is a very much superior team whenever you compare it to somebody like Austin Peay.
Yeah.
And Tennessee, and granted, it's still early. It's Austin, PA. Nobody expected that game to be much of nothing.
No,
but
I mean, they did.
You take a game like Alabama and Texas and how good of a game that was
that was
on
the
both
game
sides
everybody
of the ball.
was talking about. Between that and Colorado, Nebraska, that's the 2 games that were talked about more than any other games this weekend.
Think Alabama could. I think you could have kept Alabama in the top 10 and nobody would have been mad.
I don't think they would have neither. I told Brandy on our drive back from Baytown last night, once we found out the final score, I said to me, it makes sense if Alabama swaps places with Texas.
Yeah, that would almost make the most sense.
Like that, I figured they would go to 11. I didn't figure that Texas would go to 3. I figured I told Brandy realistically Texas would go to 5 is what I had in my head. What did you say, Texas?
Nope. If Alabama had done the same thing against a team like that, they don't move.
Probably not. I agree with that.
Michigan plays one ranked team the whole dang season. That's why they lost to TCU last year.
You're going to find out a little bit about Michigan coming up, too. I think they've got Notre Dame on their scheduled, I think.
Too, this year.
That's true. J.J. McCarthy does look a lot better this year than last year.
I don't know. You can argue a lot on this year. I mean, we're still early.
No, we're still ridiculously early.
I think the top 25 is just kind of semantics at this point. You just kind of, you just let it roll.
Let's see who. Speaking of Michigan, being talking Michigan, and Michigan had Michigan said no. I take that back. Michigan scheduled the next. God, Michigan doesn't get tested literally until at the earliest, mid-October, depending on what Michigan State does. But outside of Michigan State, they only have like 2 real threats to their entire schedule. Penn State, early November, and Ohio State, Black Friday.
Oh, really?
That's it. Like they're you talk about soft scheduled, starting this coming weekend, Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana are their next 5 games.
Oh, wow.
That's a cupcake schedule. Yeah. I need Michigan to step up their game a little bit. Because they've literally only played they hadn't played anybody this year. Like they played East Carolina and Nevada is their game so far. I mean, to me, Michigan's, and I know I'm going to catch heat because I know one of the 2 of them, if not both of them, are going to jump my ass. Michigan right now is, to me, the more overhyped out of Michigan and Ohio State.
Probably. So James asked our thoughts on the cigar now that we're getting into kind of
I like the cigar. It's a good one. Like I said, I like the one that Caldwell does himself. Caldwell does his Long Live the King.
From what I remember on that one, I would say I probably enjoy the Caldwell a little bit more than the AJ.
Well, yeah, because the Caldwell is a little milder than what the AJ is too.
But this one, I mean, it's a good smoke. Like it's
no, not, for sure it is. It's
not harsh.
No, it's just got that right amount of full bodied.
I mean, you can see it's got a good draw on it. It's airy. I mean, every puff I've gotten a good amount of flavor. It's got a good draw. It's like I said, I'm gonna stick behind that cocoa bitter, a little bit of pepper, leather.
For sure. I've let this Hachatown breathe a little bit, so I'm gonna see. It's not harsh on the nose for a 120.
Terrible.
It's not harsh on the nose at all.
It's got a little bit of
coloration's good, legs are good. I always check those 2 things.
There's a little bit of harshness I feel on the palate, but
it's not as harsh as what I would think. I mean, it's got a good burn all the way down, that's for sure.
I will say this though, James is right on pairing it with a higher proof, because taking a few puffs of that and then going back to the 120 proof, it's a really good. There's a similarity there. There's a good collaboration effect, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it, but they work well together on the palate.
I'm trying 1 sliver of ice and see what that does to it. But yeah, I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good one. I'm kind of interested to see the Peerless, how it stacks up to it.
Yeah, I'm always curious
To me, this is a perfect example of I would consider this more a winter whiskey. Because it's got that longer hug, that longer burn.
The Hachatown?
Yes, the Hachatown, yes. I would consider it a winter dram, as they say in the business.
There's something there, and I'm trying to figure out, I can't compare it to anything. Because it's not, I know they're right above us, but it's not, there's not that Texas funk there.
No.
But there's not that Kentucky bourbon smooth sweetness.
No, it's like it's got its own
It's almost got its own little Oklahoma
Breakdown, maybe?
I don't.
that's a song.
That's a song. It's got a good note. It's got a wonderful nose.
I had to let everybody see the front of my
shoulder.
shoulder.
Please stop. I like the nose on it.
I pulled this one because I got my order in from Streamlabs finally.
I know. I was expecting you to wear something from our own shop.
Oh no! I thought long and hard about it, but after the events of last night,
you had to.
Yes, I had to. Especially after your TikToks.
Well, I'm going to continue the tradition of wearing something that says bourbon on it for Bourbon Heritage Month.
Well, I'll get back to wearing our stuff. Believe me, I've got the Delicious shirt. I actually wore the What a Bourbon yesterday to the birthday party I went to. So, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean repping? I repped it out in public because Friday night I had the Life and Times of Corn in black. Yesterday I had the Heather Gray What a Bourbon. Without the barrel, yes. I didn't get the one with the barrel because I'm a fat guy. That barrel
the barrel would have
looked
really
huge.
Cool.
So I was like, not getting a big barrel.
It would have been perfect.
No, it wouldn't have.
It would have outlined your barrel.
You get one, I'll get one, sir.
I'll get one. Oh, shit, that's funny.
If you can put it in Texas orange, I'll get one too.
Let's just run through. Let's run through a couple of these. Oh, shit. Jake, any to keep it bourbon related? I got a cool bottle today. Jake did get a cool bottle.
What cool bottle did Jake get today?
He got Seagrass Armida, which is triple cask finished. I think they do it in like peach brandy.
Seagrass Armida?
Not Seagrass. Barrel Craft Spirits.
Okay, I was like,
not Seagrass. Seagrass is another one of
I was like, that's a hell of a name for a whiskey company.
But if I'm not mistaken, he said they don't have any or much barrel in Abalaba. Which, I mean, doesn't surprise me. They don't have anything.
No. Alabama sucks. We found that out last night.
Let's see. Jake said any to keep. Okay, so he got Armida. Kev said McCarthy's a wiener.
A wiener?
Jake said he didn't buy a Garrison because F the price.
That's the bad thing about Garrison.
They had a Garrison Brothers single barrel pick in Florida that he found.
Oh.
But they were asking a little too much for what it was.
Yeah, I feel that happens a lot in Florida. And everywhere else for that matter, too. I've seen...
Let's see. James said, I don't think I've ever had a bad draw with a Caldwell. No, like I said, that Caldwell, the draw on it, and the overall smoke on the Caldwell.
No, the Caldwells are good. I mean, you cannot knock anything.
I'm going to say, I'm going to put it a little bit above this one. I'm not saying either one of them are bad by any freaking means. They're both super enjoyable.
No, they are.
I think they're both... But you could almost enjoy them at two separate times.
I would see you saying that based off of what I know about your palate.
Right.
I can see that because you like it. As far as cigars go, you like the milder, the medium,
the
type.
Lighter, more of what I would consider a summer smoke, and I don't care what season it is.
Right.
The only one that I gravitate toward all the time is the fire cured, which is way off, which is really weird for my palate. But overall, I lean more toward, like you said, kind of the lighter,
you lean more to the Connecticut's, stuff like that, yeah.
But that fire cured is fucking amazing.
That fire cured is pretty good. I'll give you that.
This one, I would put it slightly below, but I would definitely recommend either one of, which I know you said you can't get this one anymore, but the Long Live the King is a good smoke. There's no reason.
The King is Dead's a pretty good one too. If you're talking Caldwell's portfolio, the King is Dead's pretty good.
Yeah. But like James
Cookie Monster's just interesting. That's the one I feel you would like because it is a lighter.
But not being much of a cigar guy, just enjoying them when I get the opportunity to, I would feel comfortable echoing what James said, that anything AJ Fernandez and Robert Caldwell, sorry, you're not going to get much of a bad smoke.
No, you're not.
You're going to get an enjoyable, easy to smoke. You're going to find the flavors that you're supposed to find on it. And I think you're just going to enjoy it. I think it's just going to be a good smoke.
I agree with that. For sure. I need to hit up a humidor at some point. I don't know if I'm going to make the trip to Lake Charles.
That I lost my dang cigar.
I'm curious on what you had.
I brought a Buffalo Trace to celebrate Bourbon Heritage Month. I bought one of the Buffalo Trace cigars, which I know they're not like the best cigar, but
they're still good.
It's a good
still a good one. I mean, we've had.
And I wanted to celebrate Bourbon Heritage Month, and I wanted to. Shameless plug. We are giving away a Buffalo Trace.
Yes.
We got to figure out how we're going to do it, but start doing something on Facebook. Everybody say something. I want to win. I don't care what you say. Enter yourself into a a drawing.
Speaking of entering yourself,
Figure it out on Facebook and we'll give it away to you.
You and I are both college football guys, so I'm interested because I saw a video and it got me to thinking about this. Here we go. As far as pregame atmospheres when the players come off the field, there was a recent poll that I saw.
Come off the field or on the field?
Go on the field, okay. Sorry.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, going on the field. Uh-huh. Who do you think has one of the best right as the players come out of the tunnel atmospheres in college football? I can tell you some of mine. One of them may surprise you. I saw it over the weekend. A buddy of mine had posted a video of it. I thought it was pretty damn cool.
Who is it? I'm curious.
The one I'm referring to is Virginia Tech.
Really?
You ever seen it?
Mm-mm. See, and that's the thing is I don't really see a whole lot of that.
So Virginia Tech probably comes out to one of the most underrated hype songs.
Okay.
In Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Oh. Okay.
And all the people are bouncing around and shit like that. So it's pretty intimidating when you're sitting there in Blacksburg. But I'm trying to find, and I think I know where it's at. I just got to pull it up for a second.
I mean, that's the biggest thing is I watch, and I posted about it yesterday. My favorite part of Saturday mornings whenever I wake up is making a cup of coffee and turning on College Game Day.
Yes.
I mean, it's that time of the year. It's perfect.
It is that time of the year.
So watching College Game Day right up until 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, whatever it is.
Oh, here it is.
There's not. I don't see a whole lot of that because then they roll right into whatever game ESPN is playing.
So I'm gonna make this I'm gonna tweak this list slightly.
Okay.
I'm gonna do top 9.
Okay.
Because one of them has 2 schools in it. The 2 schools play each other every year. I'm not gonna reference that one. But at number 9,
it's just good
on this list is, and this is college football traditions. And some of our friends may know these, some of them not. Jake's probably going to be a little disappointed. Tennessee is not on this list.
Oh.
Alabama's not on this list.
Oh.
Michigan's not on this list.
Oh.
None of those guys are going to be happy. Number 9, Country Roads, West Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. You and I have seen that one firsthand with the Big 12 that we watched, stuff like that. Number 8, Ralphie's Run at Colorado, which is the Big Buffalo.
Yes. I do. Yeah, I see that one all the time.
Clemson,
which, by the way, is actually a bison, not a buffalo.
It is, yes.
They should be the Colorado Bison, not the Colorado Buffalo.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Number, what did I say?
That was
7. Number 7, Howard's Rock at Clemson, which is the big rock that sits right behind.
I've never seen.
I think they touch it or some kind of shit like that. I don't understand that one. This one pains me to say it. Number 6, the fucking 12th man at A&M.
That's legit.
That's stupid.
They're loud as fuck. And
it's a janitor's uniform.
It's a janitor uniform.
Yes. And they call it a yell leader.
A yell leader.
Those yell leaders got their asses handed to them in South Beach.
We're not talking about the game.
I'm talking about
pregame traditions.
The school sucks.
Okay, continue.
Number 6, Toomer's Corner in Auburn.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a big one.
Yes.
Wisconsin's Jump Around.
Oh, that one's legit.
That one's legit.
I like that one.
The whiteout at Penn State, that one's legit. I've had a buddy of mine that used to work with it. Bang, talking about that one because he's from that area of Pennsylvania.
That's one thing I've heard is it's a completely different atmosphere when you walk into the stadium.
And it's all white.
Lights are out, then they come on, and it is just white.
All white.
And the way the fans are loud as fuck. I mean, it's completely different.
Yep. And that number 3 was the whiteout, by the way. Number 2, Enter Sandman, Virginia Tech.
I could see that. I've never seen it, but I could see how that would be.
I would highly recommend you go and watch. If you can find a video on it, watch the video on it.
I'm going to have to.
And then the number 1 one, which is kind of cool, it's not, to me, it kind of gets on here because the sentimental aspect of it is the wave at Iowa because the Iowa Children's Hospital overlooks the stadium.
That's third quarter
I think it's third quarter.
So that's not really a pregame, but it's more traditions. Okay. I got you.
So but it made me think of it when we were talking about
that one is
Enter
really
Sandman
cool.
for the pregame with.
Yeah, I learned about the wave.
The wave.
I think 3 years ago I was watching College Game Day or something, and they did a special on that, and I thought that was just the coolest freaking thing.
Well, that's a children's hospital that all the rooms in the children's hospital overlook the stadium.
And I just thought that was a really cool tradition where they take the time and they wave and they give those kids a moment of hope. I mean, that's really fucking cool.
Anyone try the Peerless Cellar's Age?
Let's run through some of these real quick.
Run through
James said that's what you get with a Nick Puro, full-powered and to the point for the most part.
Yep.
Jake said rule of thumb is full-bodied and full-powered cigars pair with full or higher proof
Very true.
libations.
Very true. Yes.
Clint, the Peerless is going to be so much easier on the palate.
Okay.
I can see that. James said, anyone try the cellar-aged makers yet? No. I did find one that is available for purchase, but it's like $500, and I know the MSRP is like $150. I'm sorry, but I can't pull the trigger on a $500
I can't do
makers.
that one either. Yeah, no.
But I've heard a couple people, none of which are like, it's not Fred Minnick, it's not Whiskey Advocate, anybody like that. It's just a few people that I follow on social medias and on TikTok and things like that have said that it is a true player for Whiskey of the Year.
Nice.
So I do want to try it. I just don't know if or when I'm going to be able to. Hey, Ronnie's in here. What's up, dude?
Yeah, he's in here.
Hey, Ronnie, real quick, I like your setup. I saw a picture you posted yesterday, I think. He's got the 3 TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good, man.
He's got a pretty good setup.
I'm a little jelly. I'm not going to lie to you.
He's got a good setup right there.
James did say he would probably like the Perdomo Champagne 10th anniversary then if he likes light smokes. Okay, so for me, the Perdomo Champagne 10th.
Champagne 10's a good one. JB's got another good one for you, which is the Heart of the Line Connecticut.
I'm not going to say that.
Ryan's spot on with the whole Eastern Standard thing by Caldwell. It's a pretty good one.
You're jumping.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to read. I'm not reading this comment, but
I'll
you
read
can.
it. Hashtag hook 'em. I'll read it all day long.
We're not saying, hey, JB's in here, dang it.
I told you.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
God.
What up, JB? I'm glad you could join us on this Church of the Charred Oak Sunday.
Yes.
He said Heart of a Line Cigar Co. Connecticut. Yes,
they're Connecticut.
And me and Sherwan have been going back and forth, sharing each other's stories and really bumping this whole social media thing.
Yep.
I'm excited to finally meet this dude. Like I love his stuff, and his posts and his reels are always so freaking good, and they just look like they're having a good fucking time.
Hey, that's the atmosphere. That's the vibe. He goes everywhere. He would be like the Virginia Tech's version of Enter Sandman everywhere he goes.
You're going to just start using that all the time.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's a cool thing.
Let's see. Like you said, Ryan said Bucky would like the Caldwell Eastern Standard.
Yep.
I'm never going to say no to anything Ryan hands me. Like, let's just face that. I mean, I'm not.
That's a true statement.
Jake, thank you for tuning in. We
Yes,
probably already missed you. Y'all be careful if you're already driving home. Oh, got to get steaks on the grill. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe you're still there.
Last night on vacation.
Okay, yeah. I hope y'all enjoy. I'll hit you up later. We'll talk. James.
Yes, we had the M8. To answer James's question, yes, we've had the M81 on this set.
Yes, we did.
It's a very good one.
Yes,
I like the M81.
There's not a lot of whiskey collab cigars that are like, oh my gosh, you got to have it. But I think the M81 is one that you need to try.
Yeah, you need to pair. That's
because we even had the Weller.
We had the Weller and
it was good.
Yes.
Is it worth $25 a stick?
No,
Probably
I don't
not.
think it is. I think it's more. It should be more between that 17 to 19 range for me.
But I do think it's one of those you want to buy and you want to have it. Maybe buy a couple of them so you have a couple.
Yes.
But if you have a Weller 12, I think it would pair really well with a 12.
Yep.
We did it with the Special Reserve. Was okay.
We may be. I'm not gonna lie. I found out some little info today. We may be
see.
getting a CYPB or whatever it is on this set.
Finished my last night on vacation.
Some
Again,
point.
hope y'all enjoy. Yes, sorry, we didn't even talk about that. We skipped over that one, but much like the Weller collab with Cohiba, it's an okay cigar, but pairs well with the Weller 12.
Yeah.
Didn't read the comment, but I echo it exactly.
No, for sure.
The M81 was really good. I would definitely recommend just going out and buy that one, whether or not you have the blackened whiskey. Let's see, Jake, BS running through the power. Iconic pregame. BS. Boise State?
I guess.
I don't know. I hate at PSU during the whiteout. I hate at? I'm so confused. Script Ohio. Yeah. I'm not going to. Script Ohio is pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. He does like Ohio State. Still think it's the Blantons of college football.
Yeah, probably. And the fact that they get a celebrity of some sort to be the eye.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb.
Yeah.
What does Texas do? Bevo?
Bevo's run out's pretty cool.
The Sooners have the schooner.
Old Smoky during a touchdown. That's pretty cool. That big ass cannon. Big Bertha and Big Bertha 2, which is bigger. I don't know if you've ever seen them side by side, but Brandy Braden and myself got to see them side by side.
Damn, Clint, if you're watching that fucking Peerless Double Oaked is
during
good.
the TCU game last year.
Yeah.
Big Bertha 2 is twice the size of Big Bertha, and Big Bertha's a big drum that they roll around. So Big Bertha 2 is bigger.
Who is it? Fuck. I can't. Anyways, I'm not gonna sit and try to. Bucky, what's your shirt and pants size? What? Oh, for the bet.
Yeah, you're fixing. I think you're gonna. Yeah, he's already getting ready.
If I had a blur button, I'd use it.
He's already getting ready for that.
God dang it!
You kind of shot your mouth off of that one.
Not usually a celebrity.
Hey, Gina's in the house too. Look at that.
I thought it was always a celebrity, Kev.
Life is busy, Miss Gina. We understand that completely.
James says y'all sure need to get some Kings County bourbon in your life. It's amazing. I've heard that.
Kings County bourbon.
Yeah, it's a little. It looks like the most plain Jane bottle, and it's just got like a little label on the bottom, and it says King County, and it tells you what it is.
I saw one that I need to get your opinion on that I found in one of my accounts that I service.
James, I'm curious, real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to stop you, but I am curious because I've wanted to try Kings County. I've seen it all over social media. Where are you getting it, and can we find it here in Texas? Because I know a lot of our viewers are here in Texas, other than like Kevin and Jake.
Right.
And Jake can't find anything in Abilaba.
No,
so
Alabama
I'm not worried about there. But if you're finding it here in Texas, I would be curious. So yeah, just let me know. It's definitely underrated, I've heard. So what were you saying?
I don't know. I just looked at my fantasy update. And,
hey, Gina, missed you.
I set the wrong tight end, apparently. Hunter Henry's going off.
Yes, Toter has talked about Kings County in the past. There was another one.
Apparently started the wrong quarterback, too, because it looks like Jalen Hurts is not going to score as many points as Derek Carr.
Really?
Oh, God, yes. They have him projected to finish at 24.3, and Carr went off for 27.6.
Interesting.
So apparently I started the wrong quarterback this week.
There was another, and I got him confused for a little while whenever
my defense is taking a shit right now.
Yeah, it is. What's the other one? I think it's King's Family. They're in a taller, more like a wine bottle, like Penelope or whatever. I think it's King's Family, and then there's Kings County out of New York.
Yeah,
I think King's Family's in like Georgia or some shit like that.
So I
got them confused
in my travels, and I almost pulled the trigger on a Castle and Key small batch, and I didn't know.
I've seen it a few different places.
Yeah, I didn't know what everybody's thoughts was on Castle and Key.
I think is Castle and Key the one that took over the old? No, is Castle and Key the one that took over the old Stitzel-Weller?
I think so.
Or is it Blade and Bow? One of them took over the old Stitzel-Weller.
Yeah, one of the two.
I honestly can't remember at this point. I've been sick.
Yeah, I know. I'm fixing to grab something to drink real quick.
Will you grab my other water? Because I
was wondering whose water that was.
That'd be mine, sir. If that's okay.
Because I was contemplating drinking.
Please don't, because I need it. It's hard to, James, talking about Kings County. It's hard to find. I've got some from Country Liquor in Baycliffe, but they only get a few in. Barrel Proof is where it's at. Baycliffe.
Lord.
Had a friend bring me back a bottle from New York.
Freaking water almost to get that one.
James, I'm curious, because one of them that I think is severely overrated is Hudson Baby Bourbon or whatever it's called. That's supposedly supposed to be some high dollar crap. How does it compare? Because I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that one's from New York as well.
JB, this one's for you, buddy. My whole family's addicted to these things to JB.
I don't know why. Dude, I have killed so much water this week.
Oh, yeah, I have too.
I mean, I can't, it's like I can't get hydrated enough.
No, you can't.
Oh, goodness. But I will say, I think this is my new favorite bottle, and I don't know why.
I've got one like that, too.
For some reason, I'm liking it more so than my Stanley thing.
I've got one like that, too, but
and
it's got a flip-top lid on it that you, instead of where you have to unscrew yours every time, mine has a flip-top.
Something about it, it appeals to me more so than the Stanley thing.
It makes you think. It makes you think about your portion control and stuff like that.
Probably. Let's see. Ryan said, I like Castle and Key. Some of the special bottles are excellent.
I found a small batch, and I didn't know what to think about it. It was reasonably priced. I started to pull the trigger on it, but I was also in a hurry that day because I had to go drop off what we call a 98, which is basically a hot shot order. I had to take a liquor store 2 cases of liquor that rode her out of my trunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I can do shit like that now. I love it.
You're a bootlegger.
I feel like
illegal bootlegger.
I feel like it sometimes.
So.
Oh, yeah.
JB, Pellegrino in the house.
Limonada.
They are weird.
Pellegrino in the house. That shit's good.
James said, blows Hudson out of the water, pun intended, because Hudson Bay.
Hudson Bay, yeah, I get it. I see what he did there.
The 2023 batch 1 was really good.
Okay, with the Castle and Key.
Yeah.
Got you.
2023 batch 2 was just okay.
I know this was a 2023. I don't remember which batch it was off the top of my head. I'll find out Friday when I go back to said establishment.
Talking about bourbon real quick, this Peerless Double Oak is probably...
I'm fixing to try that one here in a second. I'm slowly working through the Hotchatown.
This Double Oak from Peerless is probably my favorite Double Oak that I've had to date. The worst being the Jim Beam Double Oak that we did on here.
The little sliver of ice kind of mellowed it out a little bit.
I can see that.
It's not as abrasive.
And
I mean, not that it's abrasive in a bad way. Don't get me wrong. It's not abrasive in a bad way. It's just if you add a sliver of ice, it takes a little bit off.
I'm kind of wondering if it's maybe a Midwestern
could be
thing,
I can see that.
More so than an Oklahoma thing. Because I'm curious of how it compares to somebody like Arkansas, Rocktown, and things like that, kind of in that area. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it's a regional thing.
Plus, it makes you wonder if they're getting their grains kind of like we're the same place. Because, MGP's right around that neighborhood is not too far off. I mean, I can see them kind of getting their grains from the same stuff. I can kind of see them getting them from Tex Malt. It's not that far neither.
Yeah. So it could happen.
I'm curious on where they get their grain from.
JB.
When's the Scotch?
We're working on it.
Soon. Probably November-ish.
I
have a Scotch in front of me, actually, thanks to Jake, the Balvenie Double Wood 12-year that I've been sipping on for the last couple of weeks. I like it. He did a good job sending this one. Your palate's just garbage if you don't like Scotch.
Garbage.
We're
working on kind of hopefully a special Scotch episode.
Is that the October one that we keep talking about?
I'm hoping for October.
Okay.
I'm kind of wanting, like I said last week, I'm kind of wanting to do it for your birthday.
Okay.
Just because I know you like Scotch.
I like Scotch. Scotch.
We'll see. I don't know how everybody's schedule is going to work out and what our schedule is going to be. And
ours should be pretty open from what I understand.
Speaking of October, since we're talking about it, we will be at Acre Distilling October 21st.
October 21st. Shawan's going to be hanging out with us.
Shawan will be there. Obviously, JB will be there. I hope. Don't take the 21st off.
I got to looking at something, and I need to have a conversation with you and the wife.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking about doing an Airbnb.
Okay.
Because it looks cheaper than hotels.
Obviously.
But I need to know if we want to do it in actual Fort Worth or if we want to do it in Arlington.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But man, that Double Oak is good. It's sweet.
I'm fixing to get to it here in a second. I'm kind of.
It's got a little bit of heat, but it's like it's a sweet heat.
I had some Miller High Lifes yesterday while I was hanging out.
Oh, champagne, a beer.
It's not bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. Is it like my personal favorite? No. Is it a good beer? It's a good beer.
It catches a lot of crap.
It's a good beer. It's not like the greatest beer I've had lately, but it's a good beer. Because I made the joke to somebody, I've drank more beer in the last month, probably what I have in the last 2 years.
Yeah, we did.
So,
and that fruit punch crap that you brought.
JB got me hooked on that too. The
Not bad.
Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force.
Not bad at all.
They have another one. It's called Juice Force. I hadn't tried it yet.
Let's see. James, gotta ice that Double Oak for me. Whoa, slow down.
Whoa, slow down, Wayne. What you doing?
They're good paired with. Oh wait.
You went back to the top.
Why does it keep doing that?
Because it's backloading.
Oh, where'd all the?
Keep going.
That's it.
Yeah, no, we're right around. Okay.
What happened? No, there was more. Hang on.
I don't know.
Hang on, y'all. Sorry.
Can you go to the actual Facebook?
Let me hang on.
Conversation.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Streamy Labs is not.
I don't know. Streamlabs is smoking. Yeah, there's like 99 comments already. I'm sure we missed something.
Blows Hudson out of the water.
Blum, 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 blum.
Real-time comments.
Blum, blum, blum. Yeah, we're caught up, looks like.
I swear he just said something else.
Nah, who knows? Don't know.
Maybe he deleted it.
No, I dare.
Oh, here it is. There
Arlington
it is.
equals Arlington equals ribeyes.
Arlington equals ribeye.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of my thought process because I broke it down to Brandy when Brandy and I were looking at places to stay. I was like, if we do the Airbnb, do we want to be closer to JB and Gina, or do we want to be close to the distillery?
My thought was close to the distillery.
See, my thought was closer to JB and Gina just because of the whole ribeye thing.
Obviously. But with what we do, we have to think a little on the side of safety.
Yeah, I could see that.
So that was why my thought, because I'd found a couple like little apartments and lofts and stuff on Airbnb or Verbo that were like 3 miles from. They were in that little square, Sundance Square, whatever it's called.
That area.
In that area, and so I figured it was either a super quick, easy drive or a super cheap like Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and maybe Arlington's the answer. I mean, I hadn't looked in Arlington as of yet.
You're only talking about, I think mile-wise is only like 10, 15 miles.
And I think with that show, I mean, we'll be there that afternoon into that evening.
Yeah.
By that time, we should be, because please keep in mind, we do not condone drinking and driving.
No, we do
Anytime
not.
we do a live,
99%
of the time, we have a designated driver,
Yes.
whether that is your wife who so graciously often chooses not to drink or drink very little so that she can get us home.
Yep.
Or other places we've Ubered.
Yep. We've done that before too.
We always try to take the most precaution that we can. We do not condone drinking and driving. We do not condone irresponsible drinking. Always enjoy your alcohol responsibly, and we do not condone underage drinking as well. Just for the record.
Yep.
I know that's not fun part of the topic, but it is what it is.
It's still something you got to
I think we
cover.
need to talk about it. Sorry, James. That was the comment. For some reason, it took a second to pop up. He mentioned using a little sliver of ice.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting lid, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I know,
I like the lid on it too.
Let's go with this piece. There it is. All right.
Since you got the open, can you hand me a piece of ice?
Sure.
Because my ice is tainted now with lemon.
I'm tripping.
Thank you.
You're welcome, good sir.
Oh God.
All right. So back to the regularly scheduled programming.
Regularly.
That's the one. Respect the DD for sure. And like I say it all the time, and we did. I don't know if we talked about it enough last year.
See, comments like that makes me want to stay in Arlington.
Even if I stay close to the distillery, I can do ribeyes and drive you back. Yeah, I'm in it. So JB, like you said, 15 minutes from Arlington to Fort Worth. That's really not a bad drive.
Not a bad drive at all.
So
it's better if you have black limousine service. I mean, maybe we can work on that. I don't know. We'll figure that part out.
Yeah, and I don't think enough people say it, James. Respect the DD. I don't know if we even said it last year for Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest.
Yes,
if you are going, please be sure to have a DD.
Yes.
I cannot thank Brandy, your wife, enough for being our DD. It probably saved us.
She's team mom.
She is.
She's team mom. Of course, I hear my mom is actually going to be out at Whiskey Fest this year.
Really?
That's what I hear. I hear it's a rumor. I hear if you're into custom tumbler work, she may have some goodies out there to be
that'll be fun
to be selling.
Let's see.
Breaking news, and you can't hit the button, but I'll do it. She hadn't called me yet today, which is I know why she hadn't called me yet today because A&M lost.
Black Limo needs a bath, but we can do that.
Nice.
Okay, we'll see. So I had a glass neat of the double oak, and then I just added a little piece of ice to give it a little.
That's what I did too. I just added the ice straight up.
Per James.
Yep.
It's. I've always been one that said adding water and it kind of cheapens it to me, but this one it doesn't.
Really?
I think that's a good suggestion. That little, and I just added a very small piece. If you saw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like that one.
It's good. It does open it up a little bit. It actually, which I'm surprised, it actually adds a little bit of complexity to it.
I get a slight bit of the almost Texas funk off of it.
I get like a maple syrup kind of feel.
It's a good one.
That double oak's really good. It's
for my first run at Peerless, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm glad that was our first run at Peerless because I don't see a whole lot of it. I mean,
no, you really don't.
I see it on the shelf, but I don't see a whole lot of people talking about it on social media. It's just kind of one of those mid-range, mid-shelf bourbons that it's just there.
Like, for sure. It is.
It gets overlooked a lot.
It does.
But
it does for sure. McKenna 10-year. I can see.
Pairs well with Caldwell Cigar Co. The King is Dead, by the way.
I've had the King. I love the King is Dead just because of the crown, the throne. Huh?
Do you have a King is Dead anymore?
We've smoked.
I know we've smoked. I didn't know if you had any.
No, I don't have any.
I was gonna say I've got Henry McKenna at the house. McKenna 12.
Yeah,
Henry McKenna.
I'm sure I can find some somewhere.
I'm out.
I may have to send Mike a order request.
Right. But I've got McKenna 10 at the house if we want to do another pairing episode.
I would like to see, and this is going to sound kind of outrageous, I would like to see the King is Dead with WLW is what I would like to see.
We got a little bit of that left.
Yeah, I know. Not to break our own arms, pat ourselves on the back.
We got some pretty good fucking friends of the show.
I hear there's going to be some stuff coming down the pipe. We may get our hands on a bottle of Daniel Weller.
Huh?
I got connections. I'm working on it.
I would wear knee pads to get a bottle.
I don't think you're going to have to do that.
No?
No, because I teased it, and I don't know if you saw the Discord or not, but I teased a little bit of kind of what I do in the Discord. I didn't send the obligatory shot of the whiskey.
Yeah, you sent beer in a fucking whiskey Discord.
But the sad thing about it is, like, when the whiskey, I'm waiting for the whiskey room to get a little bit more product in it before I send the shot. We have a room where we keep
called my knee pad.
We have a room where we keep all the allocated shit.
I bet.
Just saying.
Does it have like a thumbprint lock or something?
No, but it has a guy that stays there with it pretty much all day.
I can imagine. Like I can see people trying to get a job there just to work on taking things out of that room.
No, you can't do stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, there is options to, like, maybe get bottles here and there and stuff like that.
Well,
it just depends on how much
if there's
allocation.
An opportunity, just know that I would.
Oh, I know.
Pay for a bottle of Daniel Weller.
I know you would. That's why I mentioned. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but the CYPB.
Yeah.
That's a near possibility.
I'm in.
So it's amazing what happens when you get in line with Sazerac's entire portfolio.
And Ryan, that's kind of my thing is like the whole adding a drop of water or a sliver of ice. Every time I've tried it, and maybe I'm adding a little too much, but I've always felt that it cheapens the whiskey.
I know the last one I did on the last two of these was about the size of my thumbnail, and it
worked.
To me, it worked. I mean, that's my.
It worked
palate.
on this one.
Yeah.
I'm by no means have I gotten the same meh flavor before that I've gotten before. So maybe it's the amount that I've added previously.
Yeah.
But I really think it works on this one.
No, it does. That Peerless is kind of changing my viewpoint a little bit for my first offering from them.
Yeah. Wouldn't be mad about putting a bottle of that on my shelf.
For sure. For sure.
My unicorn is Eagle Rare 17. Also E.H. Taylor 18-year marriage. Interesting.
I know when I first got there, we did have some E.H. Taylor and stuff like that. I don't know if it was the 18-year marriage, but I do know we had some.
James, we got to have our tater tube.
Tater tube.
I've got a tater tube sitting on my shelf. It's a barrel proof.
Oh.
E.H. Taylor barrel proof.
Is that the one we cracked on New
Year's?
Year's? Okay. I thought that's what that was.
Yes, sir.
That's
it certainly is.
I like it.
Yeah, it was good.
One.
It's good. E.H. Taylor is good stuff. We've got NFL going on today. We've talked a lot about college.
My fantasy team sucks right now, by the way.
I don't think there was any surprises.
A lot of people would say the Texas-Alabama game was a surprise.
but the Speaking of NFL, the Bengals lost today to the Browns.
Interesting.
24-3. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Wow.
The Bengals.
Well, hell, I think Tennessee and New Orleans, all they did was kick field goals.
Probably.
I don't think anybody scored a touchdown in that
Who
one.
else? The Texans, of course, lost to the Ravens 25-9.
Let's see if I can find Carr's stat line real quick.
The Bucks, Team Baker, beat the Vikings 20-17.
He threw one touchdown.
I don't care. He won. That's what matters. The Falcons beat the Panthers.
No, I'm talking about Derek Carr.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what
Baker.
your man crush did.
The Jaguars beat the Colts. I don't think that's a surprise. The 49ers killed the Steelers 30-7. The Washington Commanders beat the Cardinals 20-16. Nothing surprising there.
So apparently I started the wrong quarterback and the wrong defense and the wrong tight end. Mikey Mayer has 0 points.
Well,
Hunter Henry, on the other hand, 14.4. I started the wrong tight end.
Yeah. So I have Mark Andrews, former Sooner,
Okay.
in quite a few leagues.
That's cool.
Because I'm in a few leagues.
Yeah, you do the few leagues
so
thing.
Mark Andrews was ruled out this morning.
Oh, wow.
So I scrambled, and I picked up, in one league, his replacement,
Okay.
Isaiah Likely,
Okay.
who's a good tight end. He had a couple good games last year.
I saw that kid available in the league.
1.6 points.
Oh, wow.
I was pissed
I can
off.
imagine. Well, don't feel bad.
Pissed with a T.
My tight end right now is literally
Less water is more.
a quarter and 4 minutes away from not scoring a single point.
Yeah, Ronnie, we know.
What'd he say?
The Lions beat the Chiefs. It's the brand new Lions.
Yeah. Good for them. I mean,
I liked, if you saw the post-game interview, I liked Motor City Dan Campbell's comment after the game. He said, I didn't learn anything new. It just verified what I already knew.
right. It's a good one. I like that one.
I like what he said. I think he brings a whole new level of oomph to that Lions team.
I think he does, too. I think it's something that
they had a tremendous draft.
Fucking P-Ryan.
What's wrong with P-Ryan?
He ain't doing worth a shit right now. I need him to
Really?
score more points. He only got
He's on
7.5
the
right
Broncos now, right?
Yeah, he's on the Broncos.
That's a former
now.
Sooner.
Yep. I drafted him.
Everybody makes fun of me because I draft a lot of Sooners.
Josh Jacobs ain't doing worth a shit.
Really?
Yeah, oh God, yes.
Neither one of the Broncos running backs are doing anything.
Like right now,
Javonte Williams, 9 carries for 41 yards.
like right
I mean,
now, my starting running back has as many points as my kicker,
That's good.
and I got Cameron Dicker.
Dicker the kicker,
Yep,
baby.
I had to.
I know.
I had to get that obligatory Texas pick in
I
there
do.
somewhere.
I mean, and I think everybody is guilty of it if you play fantasy football. You draft players.
My receivers are pretty decent though. I feel my receiving core is pretty good.
I'll admit I've got a good receiving core across the board. You know what the surprise for me though, as of right now, is?
I'm gonna be starting Hunter Henry next week for sure, based off today.
And they're playing right now. The Packers are fucking killing the Bears.
Oh yeah.
Jordan Love looks like the second coming or the third coming because they went Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love. He is.
I have Green Bay's defense on my bench right now.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you put him on your bench.
No, I should have started them.
The Bears?
No, I should have started Green Bay's defense.
Green Bay's defense. Never mind. Yeah, you should have. Jordan Love is 9 of 19 for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Because the defense I started was Seattle's.
Oh, okay, yeah. Aaron Jones, the running back for Green Bay, is leading both in rushing with 41 yards and a touchdown and receiving with 86 yards and a touchdown.
Wow. How are we feeling about the Cowboys? We don't talk about them.
Yeah,
they suck.
We're not an official real sports show because we don't talk about the Cowboys.
Nope.
But the Lions beating the Chiefs, Ronnie, that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Bijan did ball out. I got to give him credit. He balled out today. Don't spit. Thank you. I was say don't spit on the door.
Sorry, guys. My wife said I have to take a shot every time I do that. Because I've been doing it nonstop, the whole hawking a loogie thing.
I'm good with that.
I'm not taking a shot every time I do it.
I can get you a bottle of Buffalo Trace out of the thingy.
I'm curious. Is that the Longhorn store pick, foolproof 1792? And how are you liking it? And have you tried what's the other one? Bottled in Bond, I think they have at Longhorn. I was in Longhorn.
Okay.
And I saw they have 2 store picks, 1792. One's a foolproof and one's a bottled in Bond, I think.
Okay.
I'm curious because I've actually never had 1792 period.
1792 regular is pretty smooth. I like it.
It's Bart. If I'm not mistaken, it's Barton juice. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're right.
But I'm curious because the foolproof interested me. The bottled and bond just because it always. I mean, I love bottled and bonds anyway, just because they're always really consistent for me. James, good game with Phil and New England and Philly.
Yeah,
19-14 Philly. Ronnie Bijan balled out.
Yeah, Bijan.
Bijan looked good.
Bijan looked good. I wish I'd have got him.
But again, so did Tyler Algier. That running game in Atlanta
was good too.
Is going to be fucking amazing.
And I dread it because they played the Saints twice.
And you throw in Cordarrelle Patterson with his new position of the Joker.
Yeah.
I mean, those three alone with Algier, Robinson, and Patterson, watch out. Atlanta's going to be good. They're going to grind out ball games.
They are.
And Ritter didn't look bad.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he really didn't look bad. Oh, fun fact, and I don't know if it's ever happened in the history of NFL.
Okay.
C.J. Stroud, first-round draft pick for the Texans. Mm-hmm. His first pass completion was to himself.
Interesting.
Yeah, he tried to throw a pass. It got batted. He caught it. It was a -1 yard gain. Loss.
Interesting.
So his first completion as an NFL quarterback was to himself. James chimed in. 1792 foolproof is delicious. One of my favorites.
Deb store pick from 2021.
Okay. Well, just for everybody out there,
it is Barton's juice, by the way, to answer your question on that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. I love foolproof. This is my third or fourth bottle. So for those of y'all, like we always say, no free ads, but we're always going to shout out Longhorn because we love those guys. Longhorn has a store pick out from 1792. It's foolproof and a bottled in bond. I've looked at them in 2 different stores and I didn't buy either one of them. Now I kind of wish I would have bought the foolproof, but they do have the 1792 store picks out. Be sure to hit up Longhorn at wherever you're at because they're everywhere, and get you one because we talk about it all the time. The Longhorn store picks are just great.
Ivanhoe, Silsbee, Lumberton, Beaumont, Needleton, Port Neches, Groves, Baytown, Houston Heights.
I don't know how you do this every time, but you do it.
I tried.
Actually, and I can't remember the guy's name now, but I had a live draft in fantasy football draft in Mid-County. I stopped at the one in Needleton for the first time.
Yeah.
Don't remember the guy's name behind the counter, and I apologize for that. Super cool dude. Like, he was just cool to talk to. I ended up just buying a pack of cigarettes from there. He tried really hard to get me to buy something, but that was the first place I saw the 1792 picks. Okay. Super cool guy. We sat and talked for a few minutes because I had a couple minutes to burn before the draft.
Gotcha.
I haven't met a bad person.
No, it's really, Longhorn staff is pretty good. I mean, we talk about all the time.
I hate shouting out singular stores.
You got Keith. You got Keith sitting there in Silsbee. That's always a good dude. Keith knows us first name basis, has our accounts pulled every time we walk in the building.
I walk in the door.
You got James in Lumberton, Eric in Mont Bellevue.
Now.
Where he's at. I know he was in Beaumont.
Lame.
Yeah, I almost stopped by there because I passed by there on my way to. And I started to stop.
Shit, what's the guy's name in Beaumont? The taller guy, beard. Jay?
I don't know. I took a
Kevin.
It might be Kevin. I don't know. We took a picture.
I'm a terrible person because he put a bottle for me behind the counter the other day.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sorry.
Throw it to Tyreek Hill.
Terrible TV. That's not.
That is not.
That is not Tyreek Hill.
That's not Tyreek Hill.
Tua just threw an interception in the end zone.
God.
That's a good game though. Chargers, Dolphins, 24-20. Now we're back to. We are watching NFL Red Zone, and I just want to say it is so great to have 7 hours of commercial-free football back again. I've never had a Deb's store pick. Real quick, I know we went a little off there. I've never had a Deb's store pick. I've heard good things. Deb's is a great store, but Barton's
the DraftKings bar. Okay,
I'll have to.
The DraftKings bar at the Golden Nugget. We'll have to get into
Ryan,
that. Okay.
Ryan, I think that would be something we need to explore. I want either if you want to grab one, or I may go grab one.
I'll look today or next week when I'm out and about because I pass by a bunch of unkept gyms.
Yeah.
Because one of my accounts is right next door to Muni's, which is
I think
over
it
there
would be
in
a
Port
good
Arthur.
one for us to explore in our next sit down, Ryan. because like I said, I've never had a 1792, so I think it would be good to walk through one, especially a Longhorn pick, because I've never had a bad Longhorn pick. So I think that would be a good place to start. Let's see, Ronnie, we need to make a trip to Golden Nugget, fellas, and hit the DraftKings bar. We do. So something, Longhorn is more my flavor profile for single barrels for sure. Since Ronnie brought it up, I did I did my first TikTok live at Labor Day.
Okay.
After y'all left, I was a little intoxicated and probably shouldn't have done it.
You think?
But I did. I jumped on and we talked football. I did a bourbon and ball thing. We talked football. Something I had mentioned was I am doing. There's an app called Action Network.
Okay.
And what it allows me to do, even though we can't legally bet in the state of Texas online, I just go ahead and place bets, quote unquote, on here. What I would do, and I just want to say, I am on my last 30 days. I'm up 10 units. I put one. I don't even have a number for what my unit would be, which would one unit would be $5.
Okay.
$10, whatever your unit is, whatever you would typically bet.
Gotcha.
You can select whether you do a dollar amount or units. I just did units because I don't have a number because we can't bet here legally. But over the last month, I am up 10 units, and that is strictly NASCAR, NCAA football, and NFL football is what I've been betting on. So I'm up 10 units. Today, I'm actually not having a very good day. I am 2-5, and I'm down 1.6 units. Yesterday, I bet a bunch of stupid stuff.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Did Jones just score again?
Yeah, but he pulled. Watch.
Oh no, Aaron Jones!
Yep.
Pulled up with a hammy.
Yep. You see it right towards the end of that run.
So yesterday, I put a bunch of stupid bets, and I ended up plus 0.19.
Oh wow!
But I bet a fuck ton of underdogs in NCAA football.
Oh, I'm sure there was a bunch of them that played yesterday.
I bet Cal to beat Auburn. That lost.
No.
This is just my underdog picks, money line underdog picks. Washington State beat Wisconsin, so that was a plus 180 pick. Who else? Texas Tech lost to Oregon 38-30. Yep. That was close. That was plus 180. Rice beat Houston. That was a plus 260 pick.
Nice.
Boise State ended up losing to UCF 18-16. Really fucking close again. Plus 141. UConn lost to Georgia State. Old Dominion ended up beating University of Louisiana Monroe.
No, Monroe played Lamar yesterday.
No, Louisville. Old Dominion beat Louisville.
Oh, okay. Really?
I had New Mexico State beating Liberty. They ended up losing. Eastern Carolina lost to Marshall, who I had. UMass lost to Miami of Ohio. Tulane, which I was very sad to see, lost to Mississippi.
Yeah, that would kind of bum me out a little bit too. Texas
State and UTSA was a good game. That was 13-20. I had Texas State winning that one. They lost. Baylor, I had beating Utah. That was 20-13, another close one.
Yep.
Purdue ended up beating Virginia Tech, which was a plus 103 money.
I'm curious. I'm curious if you bet on the Alabama game and if you took Alabama.
So I did and I didn't. I put together a 6-point teaser.
Okay.
I had Bama, Boise State, and under 42 for Iowa and Iowa State. So with the 6-point teaser, it brought Bama to -1, Boise State to plus 9.5, and under 42 for Iowa State, because I knew that game was going to be an under no matter what. Those teams don't score points.
No, they don't score.
Boise State hit at plus 9.5, which obviously under 42 hit, and then Bama -1 didn't hit.
Nope.
So that was my Bama bet. I put it in a teaser just because I thought they would win, but I thought it would be a field goal game.
I thought they would win.
I
don't know how to think of you sometimes. I really don't.
Did you? Okay. And we'll circle back.
Based off of last year, yes.
No, not so much based off last year, but let's talk about this. Did you think it was going to honestly be a 10-point win for Texas?
I had Texas.
10 points?
I had Texas by 3 is what I was
a field goal
in my
game.
head.
I figured it would go a field goal either way, which is why I put them in a 6-point teaser to get them to -1, because one team was going to win on a field goal.
I got you.
That's my thought. It was the wrong team. And there was a lot of things that went wrong really fast.
Good night. I mentioned about it. One of our viewers hit your shirt size is a 2X, by the way. I'll go ahead and throw that out there. Looking for Smokes Wagon Halloween batch.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Ronnie. I really hope they bring legalized online sports betting to Texas. I just have a ton of fun doing it. Like it's something I want to talk about. I know I post a lot about bourbon and ball. I would love to post more about betting in Texas, but I can't because it's not legal here.
Right.
And I think it would be a lot of fun for us.
Oh, for sure.
To talk about if we do a bourbon and ball episode, if we go live on TikTok or whatever. I think that would be a lot of fun if we do that. But we can't here in Texas, so I have to do it hypothetically on an app like Action Network and just hope one day I get to do it because I feel like I'd be up a little bit right now.
I feel one day you'll get to do it, and I feel
because I would love your thoughts on it
in the near future
from a different perspective.
Right.
And we all like to be homers.
Well, yeah.
So maybe there's a time where I want to hear what you have to say about Texas facing, I don't know, Kansas State or whatever. I don't know who it's going to be. But I would have loved to hear your thoughts on Alabama, Texas before I did that teaser and took Alabama -1. Maybe I would have flip-flopped it and taken Texas +3 or whatever. Because it was with a 6-point teaser, you take Texas. So it would have put Texas at +9. So I would have been better off doing that. Right. And you probably could have convinced me to do Texas +9 versus Alabama -1.
Oh, if you'd have got Texas at 9, I'd have told you to take that all day.
Right,
long.
And I think that would have been the way to go, but I didn't have voice of reason for that because we can't do that in Texas.
Yeah.
But anyways, looking for a Smoke Wagon Halloween Bourbon 2023. It's not released yet. They're getting really close. There's been a ton of posts on social media from Aaron Shepnick at Smoke Wagon.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple that have gone out as far as like media batches, but I know they're not out in the public from what I understand. So yeah, for sure. This year's bottle, I don't know if you've seen it. The Smoke Wagon, you know how they always do like the Halloween bottle, a USA bottle, a Christmas bottle. This one's a big skull.
I'm actually picking up Tuesday. I'm picking up a USA bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found a place that's got one.
Hell yeah, dude. I always love and it's just their regular small batch bourbon.
Yeah, no, it is.
But I always love their special edition bottles. But this year's is a giant skull, and it glows in the dark.
Interesting.
So it's pretty cool.
The
label's orange.
Okay.
And it's got the big skull on it, and then you see them turn out the lights, and it's a big glow-in-the-dark skull. It's pretty freaking cool looking.
I may have to look for that one when it comes out. I know a place that would probably get it. Because like I said, she got the USA one. I'm pretty sure she'll get that one too.
Jake, I know you're not watching, but I am not opening this video that you just sent me on air. Oh, shit. He sent me a video. I'm not opening it.
I didn't get a video.
Yeah, Ronnie, I think it would be freaking awesome to do a sports talk show with some betting. It's actually glow in the dark print. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Ronnie, I mean, if we get to that point where we can do legalized sports betting in Texas, I think that would be really friggin' cool, and you're more than welcome to join anytime we get to that point. Looks like, wait, how did Dolphins get the ball back? What did we miss?
I don't know. Tyreek Hill just scored.
Oh, look at there. The cheetah.
Yes,
who would have thunk it?
I'll take it.
So, what are your thoughts, since we're talking a little sports?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Tua Tagovailoa taking jiu-jitsu to learn how to fall?
I could see it because apparently the dude doesn't fall with style.
Right.
So I could see
Bumps his head a lot.
Yeah, bumps his head a lot.
He's like the three little monkeys jumping on the bed.
I need Jalen Hurts to get it together.
Me too, because I've got him. I'm not going to lie. I got him in a couple leagues.
Tyreek's killing it right now.
Are you winning or losing currently?
No, I'm getting my ass. Well, I say I'm getting my ass handed to me. I'm down 13.
Smoke Wagon marketing department is the real MVP, for sure.
I'm at 99.86, and my opponent's at 112.34.
Oh, nice.
So I'm close. I'm in striking distance.
James, have you seen the new batch of single barrel ryes they're about to release? Aaron put out tasting notes on all 12 barrels. I don't know if you're part of their email list or not, but there's a link in the email that they sent out most recently about these releases that takes you to a website that has tasting notes on all 12 barrels they're going to release. Sound pretty good. I did not get a chance to get the last release. They released 12 a couple weeks ago. They sold out like super fast.
Super
duper fast. So I did not get a chance to get that one. I'm not sure that I'm going to get a chance because every time they release them, I'm working. And obviously I can't just stop and buy bourbon. But
why the fuck not?
I mean, it'd be nice. But
wait, I can do that.
They're releasing some like 12 more single barrel ryes. I'm interested, as always. I think they're doing some really cool stuff over at Smoke Wagon.
I may actually pull this out. The win percentage has shifted in my favor. I may actually pull this one out.
Let's see.
Because I was sitting my ass handed to me earlier.
One of my leagues that I've been in for a really long time, it's a pretty big buy-in. I am up 81 to 58. We are not scoring a lot of points in this game. I have a 61% chance to win according to ESPN. Another league that has the same buy-in, I have a 93% chance to win. I am up 102 to 90. Let's see.
Coming back, 101.
Watch out, son.
Climbing back into it. P. Ryan's helping me out.
A dynasty league that I'm in, we don't really draft anything but rookies every year. We keep the same team every year. We draft 3 rookies. I am up 105 to 77. I have a 99% chance to win, so I'm looking pretty good this week. And then in that league that you're talking about,
the ruling on the field.
I don't know what my score is. Let me pull that one up real quick.
The OG league.
Yeah, rolling on the field. Shout out to those guys. Their 5th quarter show's pretty good. If you like local sports, we're in Silsbee.
I'm thinking about crashing.
We probably should crash it one night
after we get done with ours. Just kind of mosey up to theirs, and
I'm getting my ass kicked. I think who am I playing?
Hey, matter of fact, next week would be a good week to crash.
Josh, is that? I can't tell.
What's it say?
40-inch Ditka.
That's Justin.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of them marbles.
Yeah, they all look the same in the picture.
Yeah, we got 3 marbles in the league.
Yeah, I am getting my ass kicked 94 to 116, and it's a projected him to win 91%.
I'm projected to win by 1 point.
Hey, Justin Fields is having a good game, though. He's got 21 points.
I need P. Ryan to put it in the end zone right now. Give the ball to P. Ryan, Russell.
God dang, DJ Moore sucking wiener.
No!
Why did you
do
Chase
that?
Sucked, but we'd already mentioned that game 24-3.
Tyreek Hill's went off right now. Tyreek's almost got 31 points.
Really?
He killing it right now.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. If I'd have swapped my tight ends, I'd be dominating this right now. And my defense.
Speaking of players that had a good fucking game, welcome back to the NFL, Calvin Ridley.
Yes.
Dude had a fucking game. What did he have?
I was excited
touchdowns?
for that one, and I almost had a chance to draft him, too.
I drafted him in 1 or 2
Get the ball to P. Ryan, Russell.
Throw
it out of the end zone on 3rd down. Now you're going to have to kick a damn field goal. Jesus.
Game performance? I don't know if that's right or not. Game log. That's not. What the hell?
Yeah, it's coming down the wire on mine. I have a 53% chance.
Calvin Ridley's first game back in like 600 and some odd days. 8 receptions for 101 yards, 1 touchdown. That's a hell of a game.
That's a good one.
Welcome back to the NFL, Calvin Ridley. We are all happy you are back wearing number 0.
Yes.
How about them apples?
I'm swapping my tight ends for next week, by the way, too. And I'm probably cutting Mikey Mayer.
Justin.
Just saying.
So Justin has Geno Smith.
It's not a bad one.
Anthony Richardson as his quarterbacks.
Oh,
Geno currently has 18 points. Anthony Richardson finished the game with 31.9 points. Rookie quarterback just murdering it.
Don't feel bad.
What did he do?
My quarterbacks right now, I feel I could have started either one of them and been okay.
He had
But I went with Jalen Hurts.
I mean, how would you not? Like, let's face it. I don't care who you have.
I like Carr's matchup a little better.
Yeah, Tennessee's
not that good.
But just rookie quarterbacks. I know we talked about C.J. Stroud. But Anthony Richardson ended up with 223 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception, 10 rushing attempts for 40 yards, and a rushing touchdown. That's Anthony Richardson's game right there.
That's a good.
250 passing yards and 40 to 50 rushing yards every game. Dude has a chance to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's his game. I think, and he's going to have more or less every game, but like that's who that kid is. Justin Herbert is in the red zone. Good job.
Talk about.
What do y'all think of Penelope Toasted Rye? My local Toasted Rye is freaking good. If you haven't had a chance to have the Penelope Toasted Rye, it's really good.
It's a pretty good one.
Sorry, that was just a random
no, you're good.
message.
I was looking at Sam Howell's day to day.
Not a rookie quarterback, but basically because he didn't start last year.
Right.
He was drafted last year. How was his day?
He finished with 27.5 points at quarterback.
Not bad.
No, not bad. He
does
went.
it say his stats?
Yeah, I'm going 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 2 rushes for 11, and a rushing touchdown.
Not bad.
So
Not a bad day.
not a bad day at all.
What's the coach's name over there? Rivera.
Yeah, Ron Riverboat Ron.
That dude's a dummy. I mean,
That dude's a dummy.
the fact that he went into the last game of last year not knowing they had an opportunity to make the playoffs and was like, we're going to start Carson Wentz because we're going to start him in what?
Is Wentz even in the league right now?
I don't know if he's on the team or not. I'm not going to lie to you. But, like, he didn't even realize they had a chance to make it to the playoffs. Like, how stupid
My defense just took a
are
shit.
you? Yeah. You're not looking good on defense.
No. Right now it's 50-50.
James said, I have not definitely look into that. I wasn't a big fan of the malted rye, but the blended was decent. Yeah, the blender. So I have the malted rye, which I actually kind of like. The Blender Select, a little harsh, but still good. The bottled and bond rye is probably one of my favorites. And then, of course, the uncut, unfiltered is absolutely amazing. You really liked the uncut, the younger.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
When we did all of those smoke
Yes,
wagons.
we're talking smoke wagon. Yes, I like the uncut.
You liked the uncut, the younger. But, yeah, I like a lot of their ryes. I'm not going to lie to you. The malt is okay. The bottled and bond is my favorite. And then the Blender Select is...
God, is that a tight
okay.
end? Who is that guy?
That was a tight end. It had to be. He looks stupid.
If it is, I may go pick him up.
Yeah, I just need a tight end.
I just need a tight end.
I need a tight end.
Mikey Mayer ain't done shit today.
Oh, touchdown.
Mikey Mayer ain't done shit. The other tight end I had on my roster apparently has had a hellacious day.
Fucking Packers, man. I am so mad that they look good.
Hunter Henry
Romeo
right
Dobbs,
now.
4 receptions, only 26 yards, but 2 touchdowns.
Hunter Henry right now has 4 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, that's not bad. What's wrong with that?
He's on my bench.
Oh,
That's
bad.
what's wrong with
That's
that.
not good.
That's the tight end that's sitting on my bench right now.
What do you think about Josh McDaniels as a head coach?
I don't like it.
He's failing his
I don't
second
like
time
it.
around.
I don't like it. He didn't do worth shit when he was in
With
Denver.
Broncos. Went back to New England. I figured he'd stay in New England. At that time, I figured he would stick around forever.
You want me to tell you an interesting fact
Why
we
wouldn't
forgot to talk about earlier during the Texas-Alabama talk?
Oh, we got to go back to
Do you know Sarkisian is the first assistant to beat Nick Saban? Think about all the people under the Saban coaching tree.
No, Kirby Smart.
Yeah, but he did it in Georgia.
Right.
Sarkisian did it in Alabama. Like the game when Kirby won his game, it was in Georgia.
Oh, you're
Sarkisian's
saying
the first
at
one
home.
to actually beat Nick Saban in, and he's
In Tuscaloosa.
and he's only one of 7 coaches to beat Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa in his coaching time there.
Say that again? One of 7.
There's 7 teams that have beaten Alabama in Tuscaloosa during their recent run.
Right.
Sarkisian is one of those 7.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep. And not only that, it's the first time Texas has beat a top 3 AP opponent since 1969. Wrap your brain around that one.
Oh, shit. All right, so it's still Bourbon Heritage Month.
Long-haired Jim.
JB kind of got me in
know.
the mood for it.
It's a good one. I'm not gonna lie.
This is just the regular one.
Yep. The other one's back there too. If you wanted the other one,
I did kind of want the other one, but I got this one.
grab that one too. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
Kind of want some of that Texas funk because that one it was intriguing.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick between these two, I like the Peerless better than the Hot.
Oh,
Stout.
the double oak.
I like the Peerless better.
Yes, there's a sweetness to it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had a couple double oaks that were like, why?
Yeah.
The Jim Beam double oak, it was 1,000% black licorice to me, and I hated it, and it really turned me off to double oaked. because I was afraid that that's what I was going to get in a lot of them. But that is super sweet. It's super good. Yeah, I'll choose that one. But there was something about this Hachatown as far as like that. What was that?
A little bit of limonada.
Oh, it was super cloudy. I was really confused. But there was something. There was like a distinct flavor.
Yeah.
You want some of that?
Yep.
There was a distinct flavor, and it really kind of was like Texas. It's not a Texas funk, but it wanted me. It pushed me toward it, and I was like, I really want some of that. And JB chiming in, of course, you got to throw in a little long-haired Jim because it's true Texas bourbon.
Yep.
We always got to throw in a little bit of Texas on our show.
Of course, yeah.
Everybody hates me because all I do is talk about Texas bourbon.
Well, when somebody starts making better bourbon, we'll talk about it. But right now, it's Texas bourbon.
And we're just going to talk about Texas bourbon.
Yep. Because we're homers.
We are.
Some of us more homer than other.
I don't like that. I don't like that shirt.
I've
been looking at it.
You've been staring across it the whole... See, Dale Boothman even hook 'em horns. Exactly.
Yes. Clint, we drank probably a little too much with Aaron that night.
We did drink a little too much with Aaron.
Granted, if you only watch the first 45 minutes of that episode with Aaron, awesome.
Are you going to do a hook 'em since Mr. Dale's in the comments?
No,
Why?
I am not.
Why not? Are you kidding me right now?
What happened? Let me grab this.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Mr. Dale graces us with his presence first time on the show.
Time!
And he wants a hook 'em horns from you, and you do the horns down. Get the hell out. I'll finish the show by myself. Get the hell out.
That's rude.
I don't know how to close all the Streamlabs shit.
I don't know how to do that.
Figure it out.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
That's rude. I wore this shirt strictly for
Dale, Mr. Boothman, thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad I really am. I'm so glad you tuned in. We're having a good time. It's Sunday. We're talking about college football. We're talking about NFL. We're enjoying a little bit of bourbon.
Some of us are talking a lot of college football.
I can't make him stop talking about Austin and Texas and Longhorns and
I had a blast with Dale in November. It was a fun trip.
Yeah, the wifey asked me about that. Mr. Boothman, we need to talk. By the way.
We need to talk.
But yes, Clint, we probably drank a little too much after the first 45 minutes whenever Aaron got off. I loved that episode, by the way. Aaron is a super cool dude, and he's a great follow. Smoke Wagon Aaron on Instagram, or follow Smoke Wagon Whiskey on Instagram. They're great follows. Aaron is super that dude's just so fucking chill.
You want a great follow? I'll give you a great follow. I'll give her a shout out too while you do it. Okay. Paula Boothman, drum major for the University of Texas Marching Band. Find her on her socials.
Again, with the stupid Longhorns thing.
I love her social stuff. Her and Dale's socials, like the videos and pictures that get posted, are gold. You need to go find both of them.
If it wasn't Bourbon Heritage Month and I committed to wearing something that says bourbon every Friday or Sunday this month, I would come in next week decked out in nothing but crimson and cream.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody ever wants to see that.
Boomer Sooner.
Ever. I don't want to see it.
Shawan said Boomer Sooner.
I'll deal with Shawan in October. Because I'm telling you right now, God forbid, well, not God forbid, I feel pretty confident in saying this. When...
Hey,
see,
real quick, JB, anytime. I'm not gonna lie to you. The long-haired Jim Texas bourbon is fucking good. It's and if you don't release the cast strength version of this, you're doing something wrong.
Fair statement. That's a fair statement.
I feel confident saying that because
the cast one's pretty good.
If I'd have known it was back there, I didn't see it, I'd have grabbed that one.
Yeah, it's right behind the rye.
It's just so good. There's a Texas funk that you would expect, even though y'all are climate controlled.
Who's Mr. Booth?
I don't even.
I love when he does stuff like that. Who is Mr. Booth?
Mr. Booth.
Who is this Mr. Booth
I feel like it should be a character in a movie. Mr. Boothman.
I feel like it should be Dennis the Menace's next door neighbor instead of Mr. Wilson.
Hello, Mr. Boothman. How are you?
That's wild.
So let's run through some of this. You're welcome, JB. I love the long hair Jim. Why do I have such a problem saying that?
You say Longhorn a lot.
That's probably what it is. I'm trying to eliminate that word out of my mind. It's awesome. If you can't get your hands on some, let me know. We'll bring some back in October, and I'll share it with you. Mr. Boothman, give me a Silsby Drum Major shout out.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Follow
her on her socials too.
Yes. I think it's really cool. I like seeing. Okay, as not a Texas fan, I really do like seeing Dale's posts about
his posts are great.
All of the Longhorn stuff, all of the Drum Major stuff. We all kind of made, everybody said band nerds in high school, and
we were Paula's doing it at next level.
But I'm just saying, like, we were football players. Like, we said band nerds. Don't lie to yourself. We did.
I didn't really have a band. I went to a small high school.
College bands, and seeing and getting the insider access, quote unquote, with Dale and what Paula's doing and all of that. The college game, as far as like bands and stuff, like, that's so cool. And seeing some of the stuff that he posts, and
I love his posts.
And the fact that he is so proud of her and what she's done, and the fact that she's made it as from a small town to Austin, Texas, the Texas Longhorns drum major.
Yes.
Fucking legit.
Yes.
Like, shout out to her.
Very much legit.
Shout out to Mr. Boothman.
Dale.
Who's Mr. Boothman?
Yeah. That's why.
That's going to be our new saying.
He's done that.
He's
done that to me twice, so now I just go straight to Dale just because of that
But that's really cool. Like, I let's admit
it's
it.
Good.
That's freaking
good.
awesome.
It's good. They do some good stuff. You got to love it, UT band.
Jake's back. Steaks being made. Barrel bourbon poured. Let's sit down and talk to the boys for a few. Welcome back.
Yes.
What the fuck? Well, Dale, you can't say words like that. This is a family show.
It is? Since when?
Hey, Scoot chimed back in. I was told that Boomer Sooner was created from the sound of drunk cowboys hurling.
That sounds about right. I like that one. That sounds about right.
You guys suck.
That sounds about right.
You know what Scoot, hold on. No, wait a minute. Scoot. Are you like a Hoosier fan? Because that sounds more like throwing up than anything. Hoosier.
Bucky, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. It's 6:01. Oklahoma still sucks.
You're a dick.
Oklahoma still sucks. It's 6:01.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
We have the same record.
Yeah, but are the quality of opponents the same?
We have the same record.
Are the quality of opponents the
same record.
I think Rice could beat y'all right now.
You a damn lie.
No.
You take that back.
No. I think Rice and
UH
can both beat you right now.
You take it back,
after what
sir.
I saw from SMU yesterday.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Jalen Hurts. Big play.
I know.
48-yard pass.
Oh, God, did that put me over? I need points. I need points bad. Oh, no.
Sorry. Fantasy football break.
I'm projected to lose again. Dang it. Fantasy football. Go Irish. What? Get that out. Can we delete comments? Delete that.
Go Irish?
Can we
really?
delete that? No.
Notre Dame?
Oh, God. Scotty. Scotty doesn't know good college football, does he? Scotty doesn't know that the Irish suck. And it's cold as shit in South Bend.
Overrated. Overrated.
Yes, very much so.
Overrated.
Notre Dame. God, get that. I could have went all day long without seeing clovers on our screen.
You really disappointed me. I thought we were friends.
Scotty, no.
I thought we were friends, buddy.
Scotty needs a football lesson. For real.
Jake said he is ready to buy those Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest.
They're going to sell Monday, September 18th, Jake.
Yes,
Monday, Jake. September 18th. Mark that down on your calendars. I will be attending the Cure Rare Disease Clay Shoot on
any information you can find
16th,
out. Find
2
out.
days prior. Yes. I'm taking notepads and a shotgun.
So
I don't know if that's a good combination or not.
Oh, crap. That's after our show next week.
Yeah.
I was hoping you might have some insider information.
No. I'll have some for the following week.
That's fine.
I'll take notes.
But the tickets will already be out. But whatever you can find out, do find out.
Yes, by all means.
Ed Sheeran. What? Why do I have Ed Sheeran popping up?
I don't know. It's weird.
Ed Sheeran announces postponement of Las Vegas show an hour before. Okay. Sorry about you, bro. How about the Astros today stomping the Padres' ass 12-2?
Hey, we won.
Good for you. I'm tired of talking about your teams. I feel like that's all we've done.
No, it's not. It's so not all we've done. The Rangers are 3 games back. in the West.
Oh,
3 games
y'all were
back.
just leading not too long ago.
It's
What
fine.
happened? What happened?
Well, I heard there was a trash can sighting in Arlington, so I mean that attests to
We brought our brooms.
You brought the trash can.
We
with
had
the
to bang those
brooms.
brooms onto something.
Yeah.
To get y'all's attention. Oh shit!
You brought the trash cans.
No,
and the brooms.
Goodness gracious!
Good for y'all. I'm a little concerned though, because if the playoffs started today, I don't think the Rangers are in.
No, they're not.
I
I'm
don't think
sorry.
they're in.
Like, I hate to admit it, and
But I mean, I love the fact that, like,
Astros and Rangers. Like, I think it would be really fucking cool to see.
I love the
Astros
fact
and
that they were
Rangers.
kind of playing with house money and doing more than what people expected.
They really, like, y'all over exceeded this year's
Oh,
expectations.
for sure. And can you
Granted,
imagine?
y'all spent way too much money,
Well, that's what we do up there in
but
the Metroplex.
y'all definitely exceeded my expectations. I don't know. I thought y'all would be okay, but I was really surprised. Y'all put up a hell of a fight, and I think we're gonna end up just a little bit
Probably.
ahead of y'all.
We'll find out.
MLB. I'm curious. What are the standings as of right now? Standings.
Let's
see.
Seattle, I think, is
So Houston is first.
okay. Houston, they
with
flip flop
an
then.
82-62 record. Seattle is second, and they're 2.5 games behind at 79-64, and then Texas is 3 games behind at 78-64. Do they show the wild card in this?
No, but I think I can find it real quick.
If you don't mind, if you can pull it up,
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
the current wild card standings, I'd be curious. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. Like it.
So on the American League side, if the playoffs started today, the Astros would be the 2 seed.
Okay.
The Orioles would be the 1 seed. You would have Tampa Bay and Seattle in a first round wild card, and Minnesota and Toronto.
So y'all are out.
Yeah, we would be out if they started today. But
what do y'all have coming up?
I think another game with Oakland, and I don't remember.
So
after
y'all
that.
have the Blue Jays the next 3.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, the next 1, 2, 3, 4.
the next 4.
So the Blue Jays, that's a tough series.
Yeah,
The Guardians for 3.
that would be a pretty
The Red Sox
balanced.
for 3.
I like our chances there.
So y'all need to do a lot heading into the next so y'all have 2 series, and then you go in with the Mariners.
Yeah,
Y'all need to do everything you can.
but
to
we're
win.
only like a half game or
Y'all are a half game behind the Mariners.
half game behind the Mariners. Yeah.
for second place.
Yes.
But I don't know what you're out of the wild
Oh,
card.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that. I'd have to look
Because
at
y'all
that
have a
real
series coming up the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th against the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
So how y'all do with these next 3 series, Blue Jays, Guardians, Red Sox, is going to be a huge tell for what needs to happen in that Mariner series.
quick. Yeah.
But how fucking cool would it be to finally have the Astros and the Rangers in the playoffs together in the
Yep.
same division? Like, you gotta love it. I love playoff baseball. It's if you go back and look, playoff baseball, the World Series is my #1 viewed TikTok video.
Yeah.
When Yordan Alvarez mashed that fucking home run to give us
Right.
the lead in the World Series, and I had to blur out my ass crack because my shorts fell. It's my #1 viewed video.
What is wrong with you?
I got so excited, and Dana just because I was like, babe, let's go ahead and film. Yordan's coming up, just in case. And he hit a fucking home run, and I freaked out. And I was like, in front of the giant Hector the projector, freaking out, let's go! And my shorts were falling off, so I had to put a little happy face or some shit in front of my butt crack. But I freaked out. Like, it was so cool. It just so
We're
happened.
only a half game back of the wild card.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. See,
Because
Holy shit.
Tampa Bay is plus 8.5. Toronto is plus 1.
okay,
Seattle's right behind them, and then we're a half game behind Seattle in the wild card.
Clint,
What did Clint say?
go Hogs.
What?
Woo Pig Suey. Did I say that right?
Nobody.
Woo Pig Suey. I can't. My voice is all fucked. I sound like a boy in.
I would do it. The only reason why, because my grandpa was an Arkansas fan
I
when he was
sound
alive.
like I'm going through puberty. Oh shit.
And I don't think it's
Have
woo.
to find
I think
a
it's
line somewhere. Oh, let's find that line, Scoot. Let's find
I don't
that
think we find that line. That line's interesting.
You give me
Woo pigs.
shit on Notre Dame, then you have Ed Sheeran popping up. Exactly. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I legit have no idea why Ed Sheeran is popping up on my Google News feed.
I don't know.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
So, Woodinville Whiskey Company
Uh-huh.
is releasing a new finish called Ginger Cask. So, as a joke, because ginger, I Googled Ed Sheeran to get a picture of Ed Sheeran, who is a redhead. And I put a picture of Ed Sheeran's face next to Woodinville Ginger Cask with his goofy looking face. So now Google thinks I like Ed Sheeran. But Ginger Cask cracked me up because I thought redhead, ginger, no soul. That's why I get Ed Sheeran news. Google loves us.
Boston's the next closest in the wild card, by the way. It's
The universe might explode with all of us on the same podcast at the same time. I'm telling you that this is it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's gonna self implode.
Yep.
Things are gonna happen.
Implode.
Have a great week, you guys. Clint, thank you for tuning in.
Yay.
Love you, brother. Can't wait.
Who's down on the field?
Have a great week. Yep. Bucky, are you worried that the highest rated video was of you showing your butt? No, not really. Have you? I don't really have much of a butt. No.
He thought it was just a plug.
Scoot.
Oh.
Hey now, you're an all-star. R.I.P.
But you have like barrel bungs, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me show you my bunghole.
I was fixing to say, did you use a bunghole for that video?
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, because your barrel has
Hey,
the
guys.
same plug as my barrel.
My TikTok leads to my OnlyFans. $5.99 a month.
God, $5.99 a month. OnlyFans.
It's called Undrafted Bunghole.
Undrafted bunghole. There's a winner.
That doesn't even make sense.
Bunghole.
That makes no sense at all.
Undrafted bungholes. What are we talking
Scoot,
about?
I'm so glad you tuned in because I want to erase the line. There is no longer going to be a line anywhere, and let me say this, guys.
Yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna lose.
Let me say this real quick.
I'm down by 10.
I have felt like total ass all week long.
You have.
My wife has done everything she could to help. We had a good day yesterday. We went to lunch, like I said, with our youngest daughter. We kind of moseyed around Beaumont a little bit.
Again,
You love my word, mosey. Had a good day. I'm trying. Friday, I posted my first video in a long time on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I look like shit. I was sweating. You could see my hair.
You look like shit because you were not Boomer Sooner shit.
But I look like shit. I tried to drink for the first time. It was okay. Yesterday, Saturday, it just so happened I perfectly timed the video that I posted with the touchdown pass that they had. I felt a little bit better. I had a good day. I came in today a little worried because I'm still hacking shit up. You can still hear it in my voice. I don't feel great.
It doesn't feel great.
But I want to let everybody know I'm glad we did this.
He's back.
I'm glad I got to spend some time with you this week.
Like Texas is back.
Texas is not back. Don't
I feel
say
they
it.
are.
I'm gonna go tinkle.
I feel Paul Feinbaum nailed it when he said Texas is back.
Here's your opportunity to talk all the Texas you want.
I can talk all the Texas I want anyway. It's my mic. See, I can very much. Can I have the mouse just in case I get comments?
Beaver Nuggets.
Yes, they are great at OnlyFans. Beaver Nuggets would be a good OnlyFans. Oh, I got control of everything now. This is amazing. I have control of all the things. Good Lord. But yeah, like I said, it's been an interesting week. It's been a lot of college football talk, a lot of pro football talk. We're still back and forth on red zone here. Apparently, I'm probably going to lose my fantasy matchup, but I'm only going to lose by 10. Not like I was going to lose earlier by like 50. So, that being said, it's going to be a fun week. We're still going to do some Bourbon Heritage stuff. What else do we got coming up down the pipe? The show in October at Acres on the 21st. If you're in Fort Worth, we have not set a time yet for that. I got to get with the powers that be and figure out a time. I'm talking about the Acre episode on the 21st. I don't know what time yet.
I know we haven't really talked about a time.
Really
we just keep talking about being there.
Yeah. So we got to get a time.
Yes, we do have to get a time. I am down for that one.
What do we got on tap for next
100.
week or Friday rather? We're doing a short week. We're turning around quick.
We're gonna turn around quick. We'll be here Friday.
Yep.
I don't know yet.
It's homecoming week in Silsbee. We know that much.
It is homecoming week in Silsbee. Have you seen the price of mums? Is mums a thing anywhere else other than Texas?
Probably not.
Giant fucking mums.
Why would I look up the price of mums?
Because I have a 14-year-old daughter that is going to the homecoming game and wants a mum.
Tell her to get a job.
$125.
Tell her to get a job. She needs
and I don't even think that's the biggest one. I'm gonna unscrew this mic and throw it at you. That is not even funny.
That's a ridiculous price for a mum.
That's not funny.
Get a job.
Not that job.
Hey, I know people make lots of money on OnlyFans.
Yeah, me too, but not my 14-year-old daughter.
If she just shows her feet, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
We can do feet.
Where did you think I was going with that?
Have you seen OnlyFans?
No.
Okay.
Never.
Hand me the Longhorn. God dang it, I said Longhorn.
Hook 'em. Yes. I just need you to say that.
You guys suck.
No, we don't. Oh,
Give me
yeah,
that.
you can have this back.
Give me that.
I don't need the control no more.
No, you guys suck.
I don't need the controls. I can't wait
Change
for you
the
to.
back. No!
Yes. Balcones Rye. I like it. What else we got?
I made.
With that raspy voice, maybe
You know what it. So.
Godfather style TikToks.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm gonna tell you what.
No, what it reminded me of, and I don't know if we have any the show Friends.
Yes.
If we have any fans of the show Friends.
No.
So, at one point, Phoebe was sick, and she did a recording of Smelly Cat.
Oh no, Phoebe was sick. Ugh.
And she called it her sexy voice because she would sing Smelly Cat, and she thought it sounded sexier when she was sick.
I would make Phoebe an offer she couldn't refuse.
Smelly Cat, I don't even remember how it goes. But it was her sexy voice because she was sick. And that's what it made me think of, not nearly as much as...
That's very interesting.
The Godfather. You've got more of the Godfather thing going. I can't. I sound like... I don't know.
It's like a teenager.
Yeah. I sound like I'm hitting puberty finally. Am I going to get a growth spurt? Because if I can get past 5'6", I would love it.
I don't think it's going to happen, my friend.
I don't think so either. But I would love it. Look at Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac. Who? That worked. Who? Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
You like that?
God dang it.
That's too funny.
Pivot.
Where we pivoting from? I don't know where we're pivoting. Smoke Wagon.
Oh, hey, JB ordered it. So apparently, for those that are Smoke Wagon fans, it is Smoke Wagon small batch, but it sounds like...
Don't tell Scotty.
What?
I don't know. Just don't tell Scotty.
It sounds like the Smoke Wagon Halloween bottle is available for ordering if you are interested in having a Smoke Wagon glow-in-the-dark bottle. God dang. This crap sucks. Just FYI.
What crap?
Whatever the fuck this is.
Puberty.
This is good, though.
I just want to have a growth spurt, because if I could legit get to 5'10", I'd be happy with my life.
You'll come out of it in the near future, my son.
Fucking hate you.
Why?
I don't know.
Nobody hates me.
It's the easy thing to say sometimes.
Nobody hates me.
No, I really don't. This is why. If I hated you, I wouldn't do a show with you.
I know, right?
Friday.
Yeah. Every Friday. Spend every week.
Or make time with you on a Sunday to do this, because we got to miss.
Well, let me hang out at your house in your pool.
Right. I can't do this. I'm not a good...
Not even close.
I can't do a Godfather.
No, you can't. You can't make me an offer. It's not gonna happen.
You guys suck. You guys suck. I'm going home.
Screw guys, I'm going home.
Exactly. Oh, shit.
What have a Walgreens notification? No, get the fuck out of here. Come on, Walgreens. I need you to do your job.
The Chargers just took a 34-30 lead over Miami.
I don't want to hear that. I just want to see if I'm going to win my fantasy game. Probably not. I don't think I am.
Let's see. What else is going on? Why are they showing... Okay, that's stupid.
God.
Because it was supposed to be 7 hours of commercial-free football, and I just saw a
They
commercial.
just saw a commercial? Oh, shit.
Packers are... God dang it.
Dang it, you're too slow.
Packers are leading the other team, Bears, 38-14.
Jalen Hurts has disappointed me. I should have started David Carr.
If you say that one more time, I'm going to punch you in the throat. Because nobody would have started David Carr over Jalen Hurts.
Well, apparently somebody would have.
No, nobody would have. I'm not going to lie to you. If anybody out there would have started...
Is Jimmy G fixed to get a win? Oh, God.
I thought he was hurt.
No, he came back. The Patriots are going for a
All right.
onside. Is that
So-
onside or a pooch?
No,
I don't know
it
what
was a
that was.
Raiders are up 17-16 over the Broncos with 1:42 left in the fourth. The Dolphins are losing to the Chargers 30-34
Yep.
with 4 minutes to go in the fourth. The Eagles are up over the Patriots 25-20 with 3:30 left in the fourth. The Bears have the ball and are losing 38-14 with 3:40 in the fourth. The Rams are leading the Seahawks 27-13.
I'm not the only one who's losing
At
this
the
fantasy
2-minute
league
warning.
matchup neither. You're going to lose
I'm going to
yours.
lose my ass.
I wouldn't say that. You're going to get beat by 20.
I don't even know who my team is in that league. I'm not going to lie.
Smooth as TDs.
Smooth as titties.
You're wrong.
Oh, shit. It was
Trailer
funny.
wrong.
I like smooth titties.
The 40-inch Ditkas are going to beat you, by the way.
How funny is that? It's titties versus dicks.
Ditkas.
Ditkas.
Yep.
Sorry. That's what I meant. TDs versus Ditkas.
I love the names the Marvels come up with.
Dumb.
Like, Josh's is like next level funny.
What was Josh's?
Le Carpatron Doka Marriott or something like
What?
that. I don't know.
What does that even mean?
You ever seen that Key and Peele skit where they do the college football players and they say they're like from
Yeah.
Middle Tennessee or whatever the shit it is? It's one of the players in that skit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to lose my asshole. My tight end scored 0 points.
So did
You
mine.
want to complain about tight ends? Mine scored 0 points.
So did mine.
0 frickin' points.
So did mine.
His name is Michael Mayer.
Scoot! What you got to
Scoot.
say?
No.
Honestly, thought you were close to 6... What?
Who? Nobody's ever mistaken Bucky for 6 foot.
Scoot. I can't wait till we meet in real life.
Nobody ever accuses Bucky of being 6 foot tall.
And here's the thing. So, social media can be deceptive. 6 foot, granted, okay, that's just dumb.
Your anthem is "I Wish" by Skilo, for God's sakes.
Yes, I do. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Yes.
I am a baller, so I don't have to wish that.
Really?
But, so,
I don't feel that you're wrong.
if y'all follow Hood Sommelier,
Hood Sommelier?
yeah, it's Hood_Sommelier on pretty much all his.
Who is
socials.
that?
God dang, what's his name?
Sounds like an interesting cat.
Like, fuck.
He
Can't
sounds
think
like-
of his name.
He sounds like the most interesting man in the world.
Cool fucking dude, knows a shit ton. He's from Africa. Moved here, does a lot of great content. I did not realize it because you can't see it whenever he's just doing his normal videos.
If you tell me he has a pirate leg, I swear to God I'm going to lose
No,
it.
but apparently he's short as fuck, which makes me feel really good about my life because I'm a short guy. Because he posted a picture.
Yes, you are, my son.
Fuck you. He posted a picture at an event he was at, and he was like shorter than a lot of the people there. And I was like, that guy's short. Yes! Somebody on my level.
Literally.
But it was really surprising. It's surprising when you see these posts.
I give Bucky a hug and his head hits me in the chin.
Yeah. That's how I felt whenever I met Charlie from
Charlie's freakishly tall.
yeah,
though.
from
That dude is
Balcones.
like, yeah, that dude is like freakishly tall.
I was like, God dang it, these guys suck.
I need
How it's burning my finger.
I need some way to make this into a pinky ring. That would be legit.
Burning my finger balls.
I guess that's better than your ear balls.
All right.
Oh, God,
So,
Jesus.
obviously, the bottom third of the cigar. Cigar. Whoa, I'm crushing it.
Yeah, you are crushing it.
I'm really upset that I lost my cigar.
What was it?
I told you it was the Buffalo Trace.
Oh.
I don't know where it went. Speaking of Buffalo Trace, since I brought it up again, we are giving away a bottle of Buffalo Trace if anybody is interested. Figure it out.
I need a number.
Mm-hmm.
Little trick. Little trick I learned back in NAM.
You weren't in Nam.
I was close.
I did not lose my leg in Nam to talk to y'all about this. Literally did not lose my leg in Nam because I wasn't there.
Sidelight.
I want to give away this bottle of Buffalo Trace, and I want y'all to figure out how. I don't care what you do. Hashtag Buffy Trace. I don't know. Let me know if you want in.
Hashtag hook 'em. Hashtag you're the gentleman? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. Y'all put something somewhere. Comment with a number. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Hashtag 6 foot? I mean, what do you want?
6 foot to 5'6".
God.
Oh, shit.
It's too funny. Too damn funny.
I don't know, Ryan.
What'd he say?
You tell us. I even asked my wife. I was like, hey, you're in charge of this giveaway. Tell me what we got to do. I don't know. Everybody just comment. We'll do it till the end of the month, I think, at this point. We'll give it away on the last episode of September. I really don't know at this point. We just want to give it away. We really do. If you have any ideas, comment, chime in. If you want to tag us in a post, if you want to, we can do, I can go back and find everybody that's commented on all of our episodes, and I can put y'all in a random spinny wheel thing. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Don't forget Dale.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody that's made a comment on this month's
That seems
episode,
to be the fairest way to do it, I would think.
I would think so. If you've commented at all on our shows,
because nobody liked my idea.
Shit happens.
I know.
Not everything's a winner.
No. I thought it was because it benefited us.
Like Texas isn't always a winner.
Well, we'll find out in October.
I think we need to do a Saturday episode and figure out how to get it here. Can we legally do that?
I hear you haven't arrived in life until you get hit with two things. A cease and desist and a, hey, don't do that.
Okay. I'll put it on there. I'll figure it out.
No, I think we can figure it out somehow. Or hell, do we need to roll Hector the Projector?
I was going to say, I think we could roll out Hector.
Hector the Projector.
And figure something out.
God.
So the bottom third is a little harsher than the first and second third.
I think it's super pepper.
Super pepper.
Super duper. I may
some
win. I'm only 2 points down.
Tinginess on the tongue.
Tangiers, what?
Tangerian.
That's a country.
Everyone who is watching, you now is a winner. JB, you gonna give us all bottles?
Functional gentleman winner.
Yeah,
winner.
exactly. Functional gentleman winner. Chicken dinner. That's what I'll do, though. I think I'll do that. Let's go. So on September, what's our last episode this month? Hang on.
Fuck, I don't.
I'm asking hard questions now.
Let me see what our last episode is.
29th.
Yes, Friday, September 29th.
So Friday, September 29th. And I'll put out a post kind of letting everybody know. If you have made a comment
Yes.
on our show,
Yes.
you'll be put in a wheel,
Yes.
and we're going to spin the wheel, and whoever wins, wins.
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either. I'm gonna make a monopoly again with views.
If you're watching with subtitles right now, I'm sure it says illegible. Don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Probably not. Probably not. God.
So, everybody that's commented on our videos this month are going to go on a wheel.
Yes.
Friday, September 29th.
Yes.
We'll spin the wheel, and the winner will be the winner, and we'll reach out, and we're going to send you a bottle of Buffy Trace.
Must be present on the show to win.
No.
Oh, come on. I want to see how many people we can get.
Okay. Must be present on the show to win. Why not? Dale, Mr. Boothman. Mr. Boothman. You have to be here. Come to our show, Mr. Boothman.
I'm kind of glad he stumbled his way in.
I am too. I don't even know how he found us.
There's no telling. No clue whatsoever. Who's home?
The wifey.
Oh.
They were out and about.
Oh. They were moseying around.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Can you run the Jim Tom Rye down? We can do it as our last call.
Okay.
She can run it down real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I can kill a little bit of time.
We can kill some time. Shit, we can kill some time. We got games going on.
Do we?
Yeah, the Dolphins are about to score. They're on the 4-yard line.
I need Tyreek Hill to catch a 4-yard touchdown pass.
I think he just did.
Oh, yes. Look at me being all prognosticator of the year. Yeah.
That's funny.
Woo-woo. I just went from a 51 to a 94% chance to win my game.
Really?
Woo-woo.
That's awesome.
I'll do it just for Clint, even though he's not in the show. Whoop! Big sweet.
Dumb. Nobody even likes Arkansas.
My grandpa liked Arkansas when he was alive.
It's Arkansas.
No, not when
we aren't Kansas.
Not when you're in the presence of Grandpa Chance. It was always Arkansas. Yeah, baby. I just literally went, yes.
All right, so what do we got tonight? What's the game tonight?
Oh, God, I don't know. All my people are done.
We're going to be an official sports show because we're going to talk Cowboys.
Oh, no, we're not.
So, Cowboys versus Giants.
Nobody cares.
7:20 on NBC.
Oh, I think I can watch that one, actually, from the Peacock app.
I think so.
Ooh.
Dallas is currently favored by 3.5 points.
Who are they playing?
The Giants.
Okay. That'd be a good game.
What do you got?
What do I got?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to win my fantasy game or not. Are you asking me who am I taking? I'm probably taking Dallas in that one, as much as I hate to say it.
Dallas just to win or Dallas to cover 3.5? So they got to win by 4 points or more.
I'll take Dallas and cover.
Okay.
I think they win by a touchdown.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to use Trey Lance somehow in his new Wildcat role because I don't think Dak's a good Wildcat quarterback.
My cup barfed
Your cup has ice.
It barfed an ice cube.
Interesting.
Why risky? Why risky?
Anything new in the EDC corner?
No, I've got some stuff in the queue that I need to order, but
Yeah?
I've been kind of waiting to see how.
I've told you multiple times.
What?
2023, I wanted to bring back the EDC corner.
I know, but the EDC corner costs monies.
It do cost monies.
Because nobody's sending us shit to review. They're sending us whiskey to drink, but they're not sending me shit to review. Oh, I'll figure out something. I got some stuff in the queue. Matter of fact, I'll do that and talk. I'll do a little queue shopping while I'm sitting there. Let's see what I can pull up. Is there any special request for the EDC corner?
Dallas Cowboys equals Arkansas Cowboys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Trying to find something that's Jim Tom approved.
Jim Tom approved. Yeah, you need something.
Something Jim Tom approved. Let me try this here.
He's got some shit. Dude, I bet you could just Google Jim Tom sayings. Because that dude can say some shit. Jim Tom quotes. No, not Jim Rome. Don't do Jim Rome. Nobody wants Jim Rome quotes.
Ooh, but I found a sweet-looking moonshine hat. It's a foam one.
Ooh, hang on. Time out. She's here.
Oh, okay.
You okay?
No. Not okay. Where's my fantasy? Yeah, set that on the table at least. It doesn't have to be in the front of the table. I say, yeah, set it on the table. What am I doing? I don't know. What is going on? There are people outside. People everywhere. No, go away. Where's my fantasy update? Not that anybody cares about my fantasy league, but hey, who cares? All right. So, yeah, got some stuff looking up for the EDC thing. We'll bring that back at some point. Like I said, that stuff costs money. I'm still at a 95% chance to win my game. That'll put me at a nice undefeated record for week 1, which is always good. I hate to see Jim Tom go. He's an interesting cat nonetheless, but that Peerless right there, I'd have to give it a golly gosh, that's a good. So that's your Jim Tom reference for the day. I don't want to know.
Suddenly the wifey's not feeling good.
Like not good as in pregnant or not good
No,
as in
like
sick?
what I may have had, what I had.
Well, you can't kiss her when you got strep.
Well,
dumbass.
she is
You can't
stubborn. So I had a lot of questions about this one.
Okay.
Because a lot of stuff that comes out of Sugarlands
It's sweet.
has sugar in the mash bill. But this one doesn't say sugar. It says unaged rye, mountain spirits distilled from grain.
Okay.
So I don't know, and maybe somebody can tell us if you can find it. If you want to do a quick Google search or whatever, this is Jim Tom's signature moonshine, unaged rye, mountain spirits distilled from grain. It is 50% ABV, 100 proof.
I was told to look at the camera and wave.
Hey, by who?
JB,
Oh,
send me a text.
hey.
Send me a text. Why am I looking at the camera and waving?
Oh shit!
What am I looking up?
Oh, that's gonna go everywhere.
Jim.
I just want to try some. Do you want to try some or not?
Hang on.
If you do, we needed a pour spout. I have some. I should have told her to bring them.
Sugarland Shine. Unaged rye.
Yeah, that one.
100 proof.
Yes.
Got that much out of it.
This is Jim Tom's signature recipe, apparently. R.I.P. Jim Tom. If you've never watched Moonshiners, I'm sorry. But Jim Tom is a super lovable character. If you saw the intro, or if you want to rewind after the show and watch the intro, that is Jim Tom singing. He sings a song. It goes rye whiskey, rye whiskey. There's a lot of that. But that's him. He's got a couple... He sings a couple other songs, actually, and it's kind of funny. But he passed away this past week. Super lovable guy. He had a lot of relationships with a lot of moonshiners. So, real quick story on this one. Marvin Jim Tom Hedrick is a legendary moonshiner, master storyteller, and still maker. Nearly 60 years ago, he learned to make moonshine in the Great Smoky Mountains. His first job was hauling sugar across Fontana Lake to a well-hidden still in exchange for a quart and a sip. Over the years, Jim Tom became one of the most skilled moonshiners in Appalachia, and his original handcrafted spirits were in high demand throughout the South. Today, Jim Tom is passing his lifetime of experience on to a new generation of distillers. Thank you for everything you've taught all the moonshiners of today. Jim Tom was a joy to watch on the Moonshiners. If you watched the show, loved him, laughed a lot whenever he was on the show. His rye whiskey song is hilarious. It's in our intro if you want to go back and watch it. I was surprised, and I knew he was getting older. I think he was like 87 or so. But I was shocked. You just think people like that are going to live forever.
I think the Dolphins just secured a win.
Did they?
Over the Chargers. And
so 55 seconds
Herbert was
left.
pissed because he jumped up jawing at somebody.
Oh shit!
There may be some drama up in the hood.
All right. Anyways, we're not done yet.
No, not even close.
Eric, what the question? So
What
we can
question?
see your face. Oh. Looking good, Roy. From Google, it doesn't look like sugar is added to this recipe.
Right.
Oh! No, Eric. Why's Eric? No, not Eric.
What?
Well, maybe Eric. I could probably ask Eric, too. So this one was one that interests me, mainly because it's like $20 for that thing. So I talked to you a little bit about it. Quit. Nobody wants to read your stupid fucking shirt.
You're just mad because they don't have one that says Norman on it.
I can get one that says Norman on it. But I don't live in Norman, and you don't live in Austin.
I'm closer to Austin.
Can I put a
than you.
sticker on it that says Still?
No.
Still Austin?
No.
No? Why not?
Because it's a
Then it's
UT
bourbon
shirt.
themed.
I know. It's okay. I got a shirt coming for you.
I got a shirt coming for you.
You'll like it. It's crimson and cream. You'll like it.
Oh, great. I can't wait.
You'll like it.
Fuck my life.
I may try to get it on gray just so you can read it better.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You're a White Dog fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. This is a rye White Dog. There's a funkiness.
Golly gosh, so that's good.
It is good. It's actually pretty
It's
fucking
actually pretty
good.
Yeah.
As much as a gimmick as like the whole Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge
I may
area
have to pick up a bottle of that this week.
and the Sugarlands, Old Smoky,
Nice.
all that. Like it's a gimmick. We get it. It's a tourist attraction. Sugarland.
Rye whiskey, you're so good to me.
It's that's actually good.
That's actually is good. I'm not gonna lie.
Like you can tell it's an unaged rye whiskey.
Yes.
And I think Ryan may be right. I don't think there's any sugar added to
It
that.
doesn't taste like it, no. It's
That
like,
might be
it's
something.
like corn and rye.
I need to mark that one down. But JB, I need to talk to you about something that me and Roy talked about last week.
We did.
My
What did we talk about?
my finished rye whiskey idea.
Yeah.
I got sick and I didn't text anybody. I was gonna text.
He couldn't really talk it well.
What is that? There's a flavor there. There's a funkiness.
It's rye whiskey. That's what it is. Didn't you hear the
Is it
song?
honey?
What?
The honey flavor? It's almost like a honey flavor. Hang on. I want to play. I know there wasn't a whole lot of people that tuned in as we started. Rye whiskey. I want to play it real quick.
Okay.
Number 1 version.
Whiskey, please don't let me down. I'm gonna take me a drink, then go roam around. Check on my stills and see if they're okay. Rye whiskey, please last all day. I don't want to run out of my rye today. I won't have no more, or that's what they say. Rye whiskey, please don't let me down. I've got to go make another round.
So that's the Jim Tom Rye Whiskey song that we
love
keep
Jim
referring to. Again, I know it's a reality TV show. It's moonshiners. Excuse me. I'm suffering, but you gotta love Jim Tom. And I know it's Bourbon Heritage Month, and I know his whole thing is rye whiskey. This one's a rye whiskey, but I wanted to bring it on the show. Just for that, just because he was a big part of that whole deal. You know what I mean? That's funky. It's really funky. Tua with 466
Tua
yards.
went off today. I wish I
Holy
had him as a quarterback.
shit! Hang on, let's see. All right, so I just got a notif. Oh, why didn't it? I want the thing that you just sent me. Why you no send? Why you no give me what I just wanted?
You break your bye.
Oh, you break you by. Okay, apparently that's not a thing.
Can we play another song?
Sure.
No, you're not gonna like it.
What?
It's the eyes. I was gonna hit you with the eyes.
I've been working on the railroad
No, not those
all the
eyes.
live long day.
Not
It's
those
the
eyes.
same song.
I know it is. It's the same. It's the same.
It's the
rhythm.
same song.
It's not the same wrong song
Because the band plays da 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 da
the
da
words
da
are
da
different,
da.
sir.
I've been working on the
Do you
railroad.
even know the words to Eyes of Texas?
Eyes of Texas are upon you. No, somewhat.
Okay.
Kinda. Ish.
You know the first part.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean, I watched UT football. I was a ish fan in high school.
So what happened then? You say you were an Ish fan in high school. What happened?
I wanted to be contradictory.
That explains a lot.
I grew up a little bit.
That goes back to your peacockism.
Right. I grew up a little bit.
No, you want to be, look at me.
I came into my own. I met people from Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
I got an opportunity to travel to Oklahoma. And I enjoyed what I found while there.
Isn't it flat, though?
It's very flat.
Okay.
There's a casino as soon as you go over the state line.
Well, of course.
But I had a really good time going to Oklahoma the few times that I went. I had a really good time going to the couple of Oklahoma games that I had an opportunity to go to. The pregame shows and tailgates were a lot of fun. It was something as an adult that grabbed me that I didn't get an opportunity to do with the one or two games that I went to for UT. So I think there was more of I was older and more mature and got an opportunity to experience something. So that's what grabbed me with Oklahoma, more so than UT going in high school. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand it. I just thought I'd ask.
That's fine. Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody is cultured. You're just stuck in Texas. I love Texas. I'm not going to lie. If you see my comments in like the Discord and on Toter's lives and stuff, it's all Texas. Like everybody hates me because
I need you to start texting me when his live starts. I need to get in on those.
I'm gonna let you know. You need to join. You really do need to join in.
I didn't talk shit.
We have a ton of fun.
Him and his dumb shirts.
I talk a lot of shit about Texas. Like that's what I do. I talk about Texas. And everybody's like, oh, here comes Bucky again with his Texas comment.
I need Ryan to bust out with one time with Kelly Clarkson because I feel like he's a 40-year-old virgin.
He's got kids and a wife.
I didn't say that wasn't true. I just said that's what
Chrissy is great, okay?
I get that vibe.
Except for the fact that she doesn't want to come to Texas, and I think that's the main reason that
Why
he won't come.
Why does she not want to come to Texas?
Because apparently, and she deleted it, and I'm mad because she deleted it because I can't find it anymore.
Uh-huh.
So I made a comment because we were trying to put together like a tater meetup, basically, I guess.
Okay.
You know, all the taters, we have a meetup. And everybody was discussing places to do it. And we were trying to find like a
centralized location.
And I mentioned Texas because I'm Texas and that's what I do and everybody knows it.
Okay.
Well, I saw the preview of it pop up on my phone and then all of a sudden I couldn't find the message anymore. But she had said something along the lines of, we already live in the armpit of the United States, because they're from Florida. Why would we want to go to the asshole of the United States or something? So it was something along those lines, and I was like, damn, girl. But it's no longer there. So, granted, they live in Florida. It's humid. It's hot. I get it. We know what their climate is. And it makes sense what she said. Like, I get it. Why would you go from the armpit to the asshole? Nobody wants to do that.
Why would she call Texas the asshole?
I don't know that that's what she called it because I can't find it. It's no longer there. But I thought that I got like a 3-second preview of the message, and then it was gone.
Well, you know what? We don't want her here then.
No, we do.
No, we don't.
We like Toter and Chrissy.
I'm not going to take that kind of comment.
And I may be wrong on what she said.
I hope you
but
are.
I think from what I saw, that's what she said, and then it was gone. Like, why would you delete it?
Because she was wrong?
That's the other part of it is, like, I don't delete comments that I make.
Call Texas the asshole. What the hell?
I don't know. I'm not calling nobody out. I may cut that out later. I don't know. I don't like to call people out like that. That's wrong. I'm just saying.
Don't mess with Texas.
I think it's messed up.
There's a whole song that's about it. Multiple songs.
I enjoy Texas. I live here. I like it.
If I was to start it, my mic went
Your
out.
microphone's going through puberty.
Yeah, if I was to start an enema in this country, it would be in Florida.
Just saying.
I mean, there's a reason Florida people are like headlines.
Yeah.
Florida
For
guy.
doing stupid
Florida
shit.
guy
Yeah.
is a thing. Like,
Yeah, Florida guy's a thing. Not only that, if you wanted to do a catheter, I feel Florida would be a good place to start there too.
where did you buy that bottle? I'm sorry.
What bottle?
This one? This was at Longhorn for, hey, puberty mic?
I don't know what's
Wiggle.
wrong with this mic.
Wiggle your junk.
I think it's the
There
cord.
it is. I think your plug it might be messed up. $19.99 at Longhorn.
Rye whiskey.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's stuck in my head.
Yeah, I know. I've been singing it since I made that intro.
I'm trying to get myself to think of something else so where I don't talk shit on Florida too much.
I know, right?
Because I've vacationed in Florida. I like Florida.
I've been to Panama City Beach. I've never been anywhere else in Florida.
I've been to Key West.
Ow, it's burning.
Sideburn it. There you go. Twirly, twirly, twirly. You should be used to that.
I like to spin my... Never mind.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
So we are getting toward the end of 7 hours of commercial-free football because they're doing every touchdown that happened today.
Yes, they are.
Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, which is not available in Texas because we can't legally sport that.
No, I wish we could, though. What'd Kirk Cousins do today? Let's see what old Cuz did. Ooh, that's a liner. Look at that. God, that was a shot, too.
So, here's a fun one. Let's see.
I got to see if I won my game.
You haven't won yet because they still got 2 games.
You play to win the game, sir.
You do play to win. And if you don't play to win, then just get out.
If you talk shit on Texas, get out.
Is...
What was that?
I was going to go longer, but I just stopped.
100%. Winner,
No
winner,
way.
chicken dinner.
You still got 2 games left.
But all our players have played.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way. Who are you? Who's the Water Boys?
I don't know, but they just got Bobby Bouchade.
What a loser. What a dork. All right, so some question marks per ESPN.
And my defense put up a 0.
Since the Browns beat Cincinnati 24-3, is the Browns defense for real?
No.
Okay. The Bengals, how concerning is the Week 1 offensive showing with no touchdowns?
It's not.
Okay. The Falcons, is there a reason to be concerned about Atlanta's pass production because Desmond Ridder was only 15 for 18 with 118 yards?
No, I feel that
Can they
was designed.
sustain the run game?
I feel they can with that. With Ridder and those 2 backs, I feel they can sustain it pretty well until the league figures out
The run game.
Yes.
The Panthers, should the Panthers be concerned with Bryce Young's interceptions?
They need to bench Bryce Young.
Ooh, he threw 2 interceptions today.
They need to go get a real quarterback. Bring back Andy Dalton.
Oh, God, here we go. What does the 49ers fast start mean for 2023?
Not a damn thing. Did Purdy play?
Yep.
Okay. How'd he do?
It doesn't say what his stats were, but it
Interesting.
wasn't bad. He threw 2 touchdowns to Brandon Ayuk. The Steelers. Why couldn't the Steelers replicate their preseason offensive success? Kenny Pickett didn't throw an interception in the preseason and was accurate throughout training camp through 2 picks in the season opener.
I feel that the preseason is more or less giving everybody else the opportunity to try and see if they can make the roster. I don't feel you're getting quality defenses like you are in the regular season.
Okay.
So you're going to see some stuff like I think Carr even threw a pick today.
We're just going to run through these pretty quick, and I like your quick answers. Tampa Bay 20-17 over Minnesota. Should the Bucks be concerned by Baker Mayfield's slow start?
No.
After a disastrous start that saw quarterback Mayfield go just 3 for 11 for 12 yards up until the 2-minute warning in the first half, the quarterback settled down and threw a 28-yard touchdown to Mike Evans.
I feel that. You want me to tell you what I really feel about him?
Is Baker Mayfield the issue?
They need
no?
to sign Mike. They need to bring Evans back somehow. They need to figure that out. Just so we're clear, Carr threw for 305, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not a bad day.
Not a terrible day.
Not a terrible day.
For the Vikings who lost, Have the Vikings lost their close game magic?
I don't think so. Okay. It's early.
Kirk Cousins is. I like Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is the ultimate game manager.
Washington 20, Arizona 16. Can the offense for the Washington Commanders? Can the offense improve? Do they need to incorporate Brian Robinson more into the run game after what he did today for carrying for 18 for 56 yards? And what about Sam Howell? Can he be a quarterback for the future?
Sam Howell's a game manager.
Okay.
I feel Robinson needs to be incorporated a little more in the run game, yes.
Are the Cardinals tanking?
Yes. They want Caleb Williams. Because I guarantee you, Lincoln Riley has already called whoever the hell it is in Arizona, or he's called Cliff Kingsbury and said, hey, you need to get in Arizona's ear and be like.
I think Cliff is in California now.
Yeah.
Jacksonville 31, Indianapolis 21. Is the offensive line play going to be an issue for the Jaguars?
I feel it'll get better.
So the Jaguars averaged 3.2 yards per carry today.
I feel that'll improve.
Okay. The Colts. What's next for quarterback Anthony Richardson after a strong but unspectacular debut?
He needs to get his air game going a little more.
Okay.
I feel he's relying on his legs too much.
So 223 yards in the air and 40 yards rushing.
I would like to see him throw for about 300 a game.
And rush
for probably about where he's at. About 30 to 40. I feel it's a safe number for him.
Baltimore 25, Houston 9. What will the Ravens do now that J.K. Dobbins is gone for the season?
I think Gus Edwards makes a bigger role. I have him on my fantasy roster, actually, so I'm looking forward to that.
And what can be made of the debut of the Houston's first-round picks with C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson?
I think Will Anderson's going to be pretty solid. I know a lot of the prognosticators have him picked for Defensive Rookie of the Year this year. C.J. Stroud, I just need to see more work. I need to see a bigger body of work from C.J. Stroud. We'll revisit that question probably about week 4. That's about a quarter. Will they play 16 games? I think that's a quarter of the way through the season. So we'll revisit that one week 4 or after the week 4 matchup with C.J. Stroud. I need to see more body of work from C.J. Stroud. I figured he'd be back by now. I didn't figure he'd have to talk. So my answer for the C.J. Stroud is that I need to see a bigger body of work.
Yeah.
I want to revisit that actually probably about week 4.
So just real quick,
week 5 somewhere in there.
I think that's a good idea. Shit, don't close. He was 20. Wow, he threw 44 times. He was 28 of 44, which is not good.
No, it's
for
about
242 with no touchdowns and a lost fumble.
Like I said, I need to see a bigger body of work from C.J. Stroud.
All right. So moving on to New Orleans and Tennessee.
Okay.
The Saints. Here's the question: how much has the Saints' offense improved with Derek Carr?
I don't think that it necessarily has, because it's kind of unfair to say because you don't have Alvin Kamara yet. Okay. I want to see what that offense looks like with Kamara and Jamal Williams.
Michael Thomas has been restructured this year.
Yeah, Thomas got restructured.
Are you excited to have Thomas back and maybe fully engaged finally? After the last couple of years,
I am, but I'm also not at the same time.
Okay.
What I really would like to see out of New Orleans is I would like to see a lot of different looks. I want to see that 2-back look with Kamara and Williams. I want to see a kind of a 2 tight end look with Juwan Johnson and Jimmy Graham. Once Jimmy Graham gets all his health issues squared away, which
what's going on? Was his ankle or knee or ankle?
He had a seizure.
Oh.
And got accused of being under the influence.
Okay.
And was arrested during their last preseason game against the Chargers, actually.
Okay.
So I know he made the roster, which is good. I think his deal is only like a 1 or 2 year deal. It's not a big deal.
And I'm glad he's back with the Saints.
I think so. He knows,
it was his glory days.
He knows that's where he's going to be the most productive. He knows that's where he's going to be the most productive at, too.
And I only can say this because I listened to and watched the Pat McAfee show. Jimmy Graham is the most interesting man in the world. Mm-hmm. He flies planes. He rides bikes. He's legitimately the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Like, look into Jimmy Graham's YouTube channel and all of his social medias. It's very interesting.
Yeah, he does a lot.
Like, I didn't realize how much of a doer.
Well, for the longest time, and a lot of people may know this, may not. Jimmy Graham wasn't known when he was at Miami. He wasn't known for being a football player. He was known for being a basketball player. Like, dude's got a legit basketball game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I know you love your Saints, but they played the Titans and they won, correct?
Yeah, 16-15.
15.
Yeah.
The Titans question: should the clock start ticking for Ryan Tannehill, who only completed 13 of 29 pass attempts?
I think personally Tannehill's on a short leash because they got Will Levis sitting right there.
Is Will Levis the answer?
I feel he can't be any worse.
Who was Malik Willis was their pick last year?
Yeah, but I don't even think he's on their roster right now.
You may be right. I really don't know.
I think they kind of foregone him. And
that's
I know,
a really
too,
good,
it's kind of the same thing with
that's a
with
good question.
Carr's kind of on a short leash, too, because of the fact that you got you got Jameis Winston sitting there, and you got Jake Henney, who looked real good in the preseason.
He's suspended for 6 games.
For 6 games.
Performance enhancing drugs. If you've seen that guy, he doesn't look like he takes performance enhancing drugs. He's got no muscle definition.
No,
he looks like Joe Blow off the street.
I've seen better legs on a turkey.
Yeah. That's a good question for Tannehill, though. But that's always been the question for Tannehill.
It has.
At what point is this his last leg? Like, when do we move on from Tannehill?
I don't feel it's his last
leg
because I feel Tannehill is the new Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They did it in Miami. They're doing it in Tennessee. It's Ryan Tannehill's question. It's always been Ryan Tannehill's question coming out of A&M.
Mm-hmm. That was the
At
knock.
what point do we move on from Tannehill?
Yeah, no, that was the knock coming out of A&M.
All right. So, going to the Thursday game, Detroit 21, Kansas City 20. The Lions question from a ESPN: will Lions quarterback Jared Goff break the NFL record for most consecutive passes without an interception? Goff was not intercepted Thursday and has now gone 359 consecutive passes without a pick. That's the third longest streak in NFL history, behind Tom Brady, 399, and Aaron Rodgers, 402.
And Goff's at what right now?
359.
He's got a ways to go. I don't like his chances.
He's 40 from Brady, and 59, 69, 79, 89, 99, 43 from Aaron Rodgers.
So we should have that answer by week 3, roughly.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay. I don't know, man. That's a lot. Who are they playing the next couple of weeks?
Next game is against the Seahawks.
The way they look today, I like his chances in that one. The Seahawks defense did not look real impressive today.
Chiefs. Did the Chiefs leave themselves short at wide receiver?
Yes.
Big time.
Because
I think they banked too much on what could be with too many of their receivers.
Well, yeah,
Kadarius Toney.
Butterfingers Toney, yeah.
They throw the word of potential around a lot.
Because let's be honest, a couple of years ago, they had a badass receiving core. You had Tyreek Hill. You had Markell Cole Hartman.
Mecole Hardman.
Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
Speedster.
Yeah.
I mean, they were, and obviously you throw in Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like, you lose Kelsey, you lose a lot.
Yeah, you did.
They didn't have Kelsey Thursday.
No, they didn't. And it showed.
Showed, big time. But you lose somebody like Tyreek Hill, and all of a sudden it shows.
Who went bananas today?
Sky Moore, I don't know that he took the second step in what should be his year this year. Kadarius Toney, he definitely showed.
Butterfingers Toney.
Missing the preseason's a big deal.
Yeah.
He sat out basically all of OTAs.
Yep.
He sat out spring training, training camp.
Training camp.
He sat out preseason, and then you go into game 1 looking like that, you're going to lose trust. I'm sorry.
For sure. No, you are, for sure.
And Mahomes said, oh, no, I still have a lot of trust in him, but do it again, I promise you're going to lose that trust. At what point can you say the Chiefs are in the market for a wide receiver?
Yeah, I feel you can go ahead and hit that button.
Here's some question marks. Debo Samuel.
I don't think
based off the game he had today.
I don't think Debo's
with
going
Ayuk
anywhere.
stepping up.
I don't think Debo's going anywhere. Debo's going to settle into that number 2 role.
Okay.
I think he's going to let Ayuk kind of take the reign. He's a little younger. I think it's a better move. If he's really a team guy, I think it's a better move. But I also see that not only Debo could go to Kansas City, I could see Mike Evans going to Kansas City as well. Mike Evans with that core with Kelsey and Mahomes.
That was going to be my second one.
Would be kind of dangerous.
Mike Evans, who's not signed on an extension yet.
No, he's not on an extension at all.
Could Mike Evans go to the Chiefs this year?
Okay.
I like Mike Evans over. Who did I say first? God dang, what happened?
Fuck, I don't know. I was looking at my
ADHD. I haven't taken my ADHD.
I was looking at my roster because I was fixing to ask you a question about it, in your opinion.
I could see Mike Evans going this year.
Oh, Debo
Samuels. I don't
think San Francisco is going to let him walk cheap,
but
number one.
Could Samuels go for draft picks that the 49ers need?
It would have to be a haul for them to let him go.
That's a thought.
Because I don't know. With
Ayuk, CMC.
Yeah, but you want to keep. You don't want, because you know just as well as I do, if you have Debo and Ayuk, that's going to open up CMC.
Oh, for sure.
If you lose one of those, it's going to put more pressure on CMC.
This is true.
So I could see both of those. But I have a question for you.
Okay. What do you got, sir?
If you're and we're going to do a little fantasy banner with this one, okay? If you're a fantasy guy, and I'm using mine as an example, okay? Which would you rather start? If you had a choice at quarterback right now, would you rather take Hurts against the Vikings on Thursday, a short week, or would you take Carr on a Monday night and gets an extra day of rest against Carolina?
Okay, so the fantasy veteran in me, you know I've played fantasy a long time.
Yeah, I took a hiatus and just got back into it.
So the age-old saying is start your studs. Jalen Hurts is a fucking stud.
Oh, I agree. He's way ranked higher projection-wise. But he was like that today, too, and he had less points than what Carr had.
But a Thursday night start on a short week against a better defense with Carr going into what could be a wide-open game against Carolina, that's a good question. That's a really good fucking question. Like, it makes me think. That one makes me think a little bit.
Me too. Why do you think I asked the question? I was just using my shit as an example of it.
I want to say Hurts all day long because you start your studs.
Yeah, I do too. Because I mean, if you look at the projections, which I know you're not supposed to really do that in fantasy, but I mean, you're going 33.8 versus 25.4. I mean, there's a
Carr
big
at
gap.
25?
Yes, Carr at 25. But if you go against the defenses, if you look at it, I like Minnesota's defense better than Carolina's.
I do. I like Minnesota's defense a lot better.
So I'm wondering if that's going to give Hurts issues.
With everybody getting a full look at Hurts last year, are they ready for what Hurts brings to the table versus a lesser defense with Carr, who you know is a good passer?
Yes.
Who has good wide receivers in Olave and Thomas.
Rashid Sneed.
I mean, there's options there. Juwan Johnson at tight end. There's a good core there that can make the catches that need to be made against a lesser defense versus Jalen Hurts against a better defense that has had a year look at what Jalen Hurts does running the ball, passing the ball, who's got speedsters like Devontae Smith and a big body like A.J. Brown. But it's still a it's an offense you can plan around because Jalen Hurts is a runner.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good question. Like I need time to think about it.
I thought it was a good question.
I like that question.
You got till Wednesday.
All right.
You got till Wednesday.
Fuck me, right?
Right.
You got 3 days. Think about it, motherfucker. All right. We've legit hit the 3-hour mark. This has been a fun fucking show.
I like this one. This one, I was kind of nervous when we were doing a Sunday afternoon. I'm like,
I know, but we had a ton of good comments.
Yes, surprise!
Thank you.
Surprise people in the comments.
Yeah, we had some surprises.
Yes,
Mr. Boothman.
Yes,
Mr. Boothman, welcome to the show. We had a good time with Red Zone. It's officially over, but 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Nice.
That was a good time. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm glad we got to do it after missing Friday. I know I'm still not great, 100%, but I'm glad we did it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Good.
This was fun.
I left it totally up to you on this.
I know.
One. I
you
mean,
did.
if you wanted to call it due to illness, we could have done that.
And we could have, because even yesterday, like we were in Beaumont for just a few hours, and I was like, babe, we've got to start wrapping this up. Like I was sweating. I wasn't sure how I was feeling going into the day. Even Dana was like, you're still hacking shit up. You're coughing. You don't sound great. And I was like, but I got to start getting back to normal. Like it's part of my process.
You can take a ride on these shoulders, boss. I'll carry you.
I didn't ride your shoulders.
I feel like you kind of did. A little bit.
Here we go with the fucking Longhorn thing.
No, I didn't say nothing about that.
Yeah, but you were going there.
No, I was not going. I'm actually, my last call tonight is actually going to be interesting for you.
All right.
And half of it's made up. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you.
Half of it's made up.
Half of it's made up.
I'm going to pour into the peanuts. All right.
We're
going to start wrapping this up.
I got a touch left.
All right, so.
You will see merch on this set.
Yes.
Roy
finally has fucking merch.
Yes, I have fucking merch. I'm wearing part of it right now. My
Yes.
pot still hat.
Pot still hat in black.
Yes, love the
I've
pot
got
still.
the pot still hat in blue. There's a couple other colors available, but black and blue always look good on camera.
The Smoke Syndicate hat will be on set next
Smoke
week.
Syndicate, I'm excited to see that one. I haven't seen it
I'm
in
a little
person yet.
disappointed in it.
Okay.
We'll
find out.
Logo's a little small.
Okay, so let's get it out of the way. Hats are still our question mark with our current website.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
We've said that.
Yes.
We know it.
Yes.
We've got to find a hat vendor.
Yes.
I'm hoping, honestly, and depending on how the conversations go with Mike about Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest, I want to have hats available. I want to give out hats, but I got to find a hat vendor.
Yes.
So if anybody knows anybody that is willing to make hats for a decent price, please reach out because I need good hats.
Yes.
We don't have anybody that can do really good hats.
No.
At this moment, and our current vendor does not. It's hit or miss. They do a lot of embroidery. It's harder. I got to figure something out. I want to get with somebody. I want to collaborate is what I really want to do to make it the best that we can possibly make it. But FunctionYourWay.live, it is still our place for all merchandise. We've got a ton of good shirts on there. Again, if you want to order a hat, it's at your discretion.
I will say this from experience: if you're going to order a hat, order the pot still one.
The pot still hat. I don't care what you say. It looks fucking good. I love the hat. I wear it most of the time on our show. Thank you. Shout out Roy and Doodlebug Designs for the hat I am currently wearing tonight. I haven't even flipped it around. I figured I would already, but it is our leather patch hat. We do have these available on demand.
Yes.
If you would like a leather patch hat, let us know. We can get you one. This may or may not be the hat, depending on what we can get them for. That we have them at Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest.
Yep.
The letters are starting to run together
a little bit.
But we'll see how it goes. FunctionYourWay.live. We would love to see a ton of merch out at Southeast Texas Whiskey Fest. That'd be fun. I know we'll be wearing our stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all check it out. I've got some changes I want to make to a few designs, but we'll get that updated soon. October 21st, we will be out at Acre Distilling.
Yes.
With Sherwan and Heart of a Lion Cigar Co.
Yep.
That's going to be a ton of fun.
And the guys from Acre, they're going to be there as well.
Obviously, we're going to be at Acre. if JB's not on the show, I'm going to be mad. I took that day off. What are you talking about? That's my vacation.
God, that's funny. That's funny.
Other than that, the rest of this month, we've got like 3 more weeks. We're just going to knock out Bourbon Heritage Month. We're going to enjoy some different stuff. I think we have a plan to do maybe like a Texas bourbon show.
Yeah.
We've got some samples from Jake, hashtag friends of the show, that we want to do. And I'm going to bring a couple of comparison stuff that I have for his samples. I know the Texas bourbon was the big thing. I want to do some Texas bourbon on the show. I'm not going to lie about that.
No, that's yeah.
But I'm excited to continue celebrating this month. I'm going to continue to post as much as I can on our Facebook and Instagram for Bourbon Heritage Month. I need to post something for today. It's 7:15 now, so I've got a little bit of time to get that posted.
Yeah.
We've got the Monday scaries because we all got to go back to work tomorrow. But
I'm okay with it.
I've had a good time today. I'm glad we did this. It was fun watching the games. It was fun talking about college football. Congratulations to the Longhorns. Let me say it. I'll be the first to say it. Congratulations to the Longhorns. You're deserving of being in the top 5.
For now.
We'll see how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of...
We've got a big game coming up in Dallas.
Yep.
I'm
the weekend before my birthday.
I'm excited. We'll figure something out, but I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Other than that, Ryan, have a good evening. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hashtag function your way. Hashtag for the fans. I want to know. This is going to be terrible. We don't have anybody on the board. I can't hit the button. We're getting ready for it. You ready?
Okay.
Let's go, Frog!
Red Bull gives you wings, but moonshine gives you balls. Let's all go have a cheeseburger in paradise.
There's a funkiness to that. There's a funkiness to Jimmy Buffett. There's a funkiness to Jim Tom's Rye. They both had that funk to them. They were RIP, guys. We lost some good ones this week.
No, this week was a rough week.
Bob Barker. Somebody said.
Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth.
Jim Tom.
Jimmy Buffett.
You could say a lot of things. I mean, like that last call was perfect. Have a shot or a pour of rye whiskey for Jim Tom.
Have a cheeseburger for Jimmy Buffett.
Have a cheeseburger for Jimmy Buffett. Be an all-star for Steve Harwell. And play some Plinko.
Always have your pets spayed and neutered.
Always have your pets spayed and neutered. Say it. Give it a good saying.
Always have your pets spayed and neutered.
Thank you.
Yep.
We're out of here.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. We've had a good time. This has been Church of the Charred Oak.
I'm going to make him an offer I can't refuse.
Give me one good Godfather and we're out. I'm going to hit the outro. Give me a good Godfather. And I'm hitting the outro.
One day, my son, I'm going to call on you for a favor, and you will not deny me this favor, for if you do, it will be your last.
My tongue, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around.